thus far, we have only gotten one dragon and therefore one hammer.
Yes, you have recovered Moratan, the Hammer of Storms.
Which is not with us, correct? It's back at the keep?
It is
Yes.
currently in the vaults at Belenost.
That's right. The king has it.
Yeah, it's
King
locked
has
up in the vaults for security. Because as good as your keep is, it's not exactly Fort Knox. So
Right.
We weren't there to protect it, so I think
yeah.
we.
Anyway,
Okay.
welcome
So
everybody back to I guess I'm gonna start calling this season 2 of Rise of the Guardians, our
okay.
our illustrious premiere. When you guys last left, you had entered this volcanic island, where you believe the lair or the resting place of Goltan, the Hammer of Flames, to be resting. Um, you encountered the corpse of a high elf, a rather rare sight here in Felgren. You also encountered a village of Azers. Unfortunately, they had deceived you into a minor trap where you, in order to protect their own people, due to their good nature, leaving you to the hands of a pair of salamanders. You uh, very deftly dispatched with the salamanders, and after further adventuring, located the lost villagers, or not lost, the hostage villagers, who were being held hostage by whatever forces ruling this island. Come to find out, it is a red dragon. Um, you also, after a bit of a mishap across a chasm, where Thargus nearly fell in after getting his butt singed, um, you received a curious note, uh, leading you to believe that Gabriel, the Gabriel Malkador Tarthan, may have been in search of the hammers as well. Um, and this is where we have left off. Um, you are in this small culvert. It's loaded with burnt skeletons and um, tattered bones. There are a few who, like the previous room, some of them look like they're still semi intact. Um, though it's going to take more than a resurrection spell if you ever want to get them back. Um, so the floor is yours, guys. Take it away.
The portal on the far wall, is it active?
Oh, could you recenter the map for me? Because I'm in a weird. Like I'm not seeing myself even on the map.
I don't know
I
if
have
I
a dead
can
guy.
recenter.
Shift ping?
Hey. All right.
Did that work?
It absolutely did. Thank you, Rob.
Yes, no problem. The portal you're talking about is this up here, I'm assuming.
Yes.
It does look active. It's bright, radiant, a bright, radiant, flaming portal.
And the room that we're in right now this is just a pit of bodies in various forms of, well, death.
Yeah.
They were largely charred, or
Largely charred. It looks like there's a few missing limbs. I'll let you roll a medicine check if you want to get a few more details on that. But
yeah, like
okay.
cause of death, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But in particular, it seems kind of interesting to Gabrion that there's a cluster of bodies right here, but doesn't seem to be a clear way that they got here. Is there like a chute or some kind of thing above that they came through, or what is this?
No, this isn't necessarily a pit. I'll get to your medicine check in 1 sec. It's just kind of a small room, kind of carved out of the rock face. It looks like these guys might have possibly been trying to hide here,
Okay.
or take cover. But it's not a pit necessarily. It just looks like they got caught, in a dead end.
I'll go to the wall adjacent to a couple of the bodies and just kind of see if there's like a blast shadow or something like that.
Okay.
What I'm trying to infer is if.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah. I just want to infer if the dragon or whatever did this, if it is a dragon, could get into this cave, this section of the cave network.
First and foremost, your medicine roll. It does look like fire was the primary cause of death on these guys. You do see what might be a couple of bite marks or claw marks in the occasional rib or leg bone, but nothing that would really cause death. It looks, and yeah, if you want to roll a perception check or an investigation, roll investigation for me.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice roll. Sean is off to a rockin' start for today. Yeah, there is definitely a blast char mark on the far end of this wall that kind of radiates out from kind of around the room. It roughly stretches from about, where's my ruler? It roughly stretches from about here around to here. It's a pretty good sized blast radius.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it does give us an idea for the size
less
of
likely
this.
a salamander.
However, with that investigation check, I will happily, you easily find something that kind of catches your eye on one of the scattered remains of these skeletons. There is it's another piece of parchment. However, this one, it doesn't look like it's a whole page. Part of it, and I'm putting it in your journal right now. Part of it looks like it was torn from an actual book. The edges aren't as burned and charred, but they look like they're torn.
Is this a crest of a god or something?
It almost looks like a
Trindle?
mask. It looks like a mask. And with that roll, because
Do I have to read?
Because of your druidic nature, I'll let you roll a history check with advantage.
Ooh, nice.
Because of your druidic nature.
History, there we go. And out of morbid curiosity, that big tome of druidic knowledge that I've been lugging around, it wouldn't have any reference to this, would it?
Well, you could always open it and find out. But first and foremost, with a 22, you do recognize the name Thrindal. Legend has it he was the very first archdruid.
Oh.
And he kind of was famous for a ceremonial mask that he wore.
I'm not seeing it yet. So
right now only Sean has it. If he decides to share it, then I'll.
Yeah,
because I'm an idiot. Yeah, because he found it.
All right, let me share it real quick.
Okay.
How do I share it?
I'll just hit show to players. Whoops, that's the wrong
Perfect.
page. Show to players. Everyone should have it in their journal now.
Cool. Yeah, I share it with the rest of the group and relay the brief history of Thrindal that I have.
All right. Now it should be in everybody's journal.
So I try and rack my memory about Thrindal and what I remember from when I was with the Druidic Circle. Did he have any involvement in the hammers or the hiding of the hammers. I'm assuming he predates much of the how do you do's about the circle.
With a 22, yes, you do actually know that. Thryndall, it's rumored that, well, it's not so much rumored. You know that Thryndall was the head of a druidic sect that actually, supposedly, was in charge of a temple built over the landing spot of a particularly powerful artifact, though that artifact isn't necessarily known per se.
But that artifact could be the anvil, or is there anything that might discredit that idea?
Nothing really.
Okay.
Really? Shoot.
It may just be me, but I reset it. I have a letter and a map.
Let me redo it here. Okay, now.
No.
Try refreshing the page. Actually, refreshing the browser. I'm sorry, Sean. What were you saying?
The artifact that his sect was responsible for guarding, protecting, or had set their temple up around. Is it possible it could have been the anvil?
It's possible it could be the anvil. It could be one of the hammers. It could just be, a sacred druidic artifact.
Okay.
That's the only real detail you're aware of.
All right. I'll stick it in. While we're milling about the bodies, I'll probably page open the druidic tome and probably put this sheet of paper in it and just do a quick cursory look for anything about Thryndall or his mask.
As you're cursory going through it, you don't find anything. You don't find anything. You don't find anything. Roll an investigation check for me one more time.
All right. At normal.
Normal investigation this time. 22 again. Damn, Sean, getting all these rolls out of the way before the big meat grind.
Yeah, getting all the good rolls out of the way before combat.
Actually, you're beginning to get frustrated as you're nearing the end of the book, and you just say screw it and just kind of just slap the pages out of the way. And at the very end, on the inside of the back binding, you notice a spot where a page has been torn out.
Oh, okay. I read around the adjacent pages and of course slip this guy back in if it appears to fit.
It is very much an exact match. However, the writings around the pages, these are kind of in that special code that you couldn't really get your mind around. Remember I told you some of it you might have to do a bit of sit down research on and stuff like that?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to.
Yeah.
Trying to think if I have read magic. We don't have any. That's right. It's just the five of us right now, right? We didn't. We don't have any of the other mages with us.
Yeah. It's
Nope.
Yeah. It's just 5 including Gordon.
Yeah.
So.
I don't have read magic handy.
I'm looking.
I guess Gabriel kind of starts muttering to himself and just trying to piece together the significance of this and why they were either searching for this or had this on their person. It means that they must have visited the mage, who, the storekeeper who we all despise.
That's one possibility. Or they came across the page that had been torn out at an earlier time before he came into possession of it.
True. And Thargus still has the frostbrand. Is that true? I kind of.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I do.
By the way, welcome back, Rob. We missed you the last few games.
Yeah.
Sorry, just everything went hell.
Yeah.
I even got that stupid cold going around. The flu kicked the crap out of me for 2 weeks.
You missed a hell of a final battle in Shatterlight. Koopa went down in a blaze of glory.
Wait, did we all die?
No,
No, just Koopa.
just Koopa.
It's like, wait, did we all die? No, we would have
Despite-
never done.
Well, you have to stop
Despite
thinking.
them
Somebody sat there and explained
trying
it to you and go,
very hard.
the blaze of glory. Wait, what? You automatically assume, wait, we died. I
So,
put effort into my character.
Oh, and really quick, is Julian with us or is it Jules?
He is still Julian at
this
the moment.
one is
Still
this
Julian.
time it's
Anyone
still
know?
this time it's Jules. You rolled.
Oh, it's Jules.
You rolled the percentile at the camp last time, and you ended up Jules.
Wait,
Well,
we
he
have
has not
Jules?
changed discipline.
There's been no long rest, so there's
Yeah,
been no
he has
change.
not changed. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I approached the group, kind of stroking my beard and kind of thinking to myself, and then I asked pointedly, "Do we feel we can proceed?" Knowing that this
See what
beast
our
is in front of
options
us.
are.
Yeah. I've been standing here for almost 2 months. I'm going.
Yeah, on the one hand, we need a rest. On the
Alright.
other hand,
Is
Why
this
don't we
a safe
rest?
place to
I'm not
rest?
sure this is the place.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have much of another place.
I
So
know.
why don't we sit there and hide around the corner and heal up? Or do whatever we need. We just take turns on watch duty.
Well, because we're trapped in here till we find a way out, and we're all of the opinion out is past the bad guys. So I kind of feel like I need at least a short rest.
Well, let's have that rest and just
Yeah.
rotate.
And you guys have already had a long rest in the last 24 hours, so you can't really get another long rest again for a while.
Okay. I kind of look towards the scorched bodies and the scorch marks, and I say, "Let's not rest here."
Yeah, no, that's so I'm kind of trying to figure out where do we want to go. Not here is the answer.
Well, back there was the cave where the Azure were being held, which seems somewhat defensible. That's the first position. That sounds good to me. Have we fully explored everything behind us?
Yeah, I don't believe we did.
I think we should try maybe retreat a little bit, rest, and prepare ourselves for this next leg of the conflict. And I'm gonna send Gordon forward and start scouting out.
Okay. More than free to do so.
And if we know he comes, we find him in a nice charcoal like little fried Gordon.
Okay,
We'll have
so
I will not waste that bird.
Gordon comes across yet another one of these little open rooms. There's a couple of large stalagmite pillars within the interior, and a number of charred, burnt-out skeletons yet again.
Okay. Back with the group, Gabrion kind of has his hands over his eyes, and he's kind of relating what Gordon is saying. And then he just kind of, with his eyes kind of closed, still kind of looks up and says, "I found another pit, for lack of a better term, where there's some more bodies." And it's just the three that are on the map?
There's
I
actually
only see
4.
3 of us.
There's
I
one
see
right here,
Gabriel,
but he's
myself,
kind of
and-
blended in with the...
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see it now.
I call shotgun unlooting.
All right.
First come, first serve, woman.
Okay then, I'm looting before any of you can get ahead of me.
Gabriel's gonna start heading that direction.
Okay.
Same here. I love it how she keeps going forward ahead of us.
Can't make my character.
Okay, which way do we go?
Right click on it and then drag it with a left click, Stephanie.
Okay.
Does that help?
I think the battery's dying in my mouse.
Oh.
Okay, Jules, as you kind of come near this place, I want you to roll an Arcana check for me really quick.
You can do it.
No, maybe I can't.
No. Everything seems
I
okay
mean,
to you. Nothing strange
Now that
here.
I know I'm looking, I can roll again, but yeah. All right. 1, 2.
If she's gonna roll again, I'll assist.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do one more, but because of that, it'll be a disadvantage, but with Sean's help, it'll just be a straight roll.
And I use what's that cantrip called again? Guidance.
Guidance?
I apply a guidance to
Okay.
her.
So roll a d4 and add that to the 15.
Nice.
Nice. 19. Okay. Now that, you're kind of sensing
Something's
for something.
tingling my spidey sense.
Something, yeah, the hairs on the back of your neck kind of stand up a little bit. And guys, everyone but Ruth, I want you all to mute your headphones for me really quick. Headphone speakers, just me and Ruth on this one for a moment.
Okay.
AKA whoever is on Mixer, don't be listening in.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm muting, but you're gonna have to type it in that we're coming back because I have everything muted, so I can't hear nothing.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, Jules, the instant you step into this room, it didn't catch you at first, but the closer you got, you begin to get this familiar, almost, what's the word? Almost kind of resonant
Deja vu-ish
feeling.
Yeah.
Not so much deja vu, it's more of a comfort zone. You actually kind of feel the radiance of a hint of necromantic magic in the air here.
Okay.
There's definitely necromancy afoot within this room.
I'm looking to see.
I will bring everyone back
Okay.
in. Everyone back with us?
All right, I'm back.
Steph?
Okay, good.
She may have taken the moment to run down the hall for a second.
I am now.
Okay.
I had to double check with my thing muted if it still recorded you guys talking about that.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do a quick investigation of these bodies as well to see if there was anything similar or unique about the deaths here.
Not really.
Okay, I'm back.
First, let's cover
Hey,
Sean
Rob.
really quick. Yeah.
I should have probably asked you this before,
Uh-huh.
but there's
how
a good
about you
chance
just-
he's going to share the information.
Okay.
But I want to inspect the bodies looking for telltale signs that I would know.
Okay. Then I'll have you roll a separate investigation check as well.
Okay.
With Sean, what you realize is that these bodies are basically destroyed. They are literally bones. There isn't even a hint of clothing left. And there is that familiar char kind of lining the small pillars in the room here, and then a carryover blast along the outer rim of the room here. But
Wow.
these guys got hit basically as they were trying to get in through the door. They got it point blank.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and nothing of their equipment or personal effects survived.
No.
Okay. Can I tell from the skeletons if they were human, elven, various races?
They could be either human, maybe half elf, high elf. They're of that stature, but there's really no way to tell from the bones what they might have been.
Okay.
From that angle.
Can I infer the body that we found coming in? What was his name? It was the husband of Kalindria.
The husband of. Oh.
So there was a mysterious note we found on the body. Yep.
Yeah. What did you want to learn?
If it was implied if what are you doing, kitten? All right. Sorry, cat was about to yarf. The body that we found, did he appear to be part of this group or the other group that we saw?
Roll an intelligence check for me really quick.
Ooh. I'll give it a try. Oh, that was a saving throw. Sorry. Here, let me do this. All right. There's my intelligence check.
Sorry, I got a little out of place there. 17. You really don't get the gist that because you realize that high elves are such a rarity in Felgren, you really don't think he was part of any of the group here. If these guys are tied to Malkador in any way, especially with the reference to the Grand Magister, that's not a reference you really have ever heard before. So you really don't get the sense that that individual body was part of this exact expedition.
Got it. Okay. All right. This might be as good a place as any to kind of hunker down for a little while.
Okay.
Are we just trying to get a short rest, or are we trying to collect ourselves?
I want a couple of my big spells back.
So because
right now I'll gather some cantrips.
For a short rest, what you get back is you can spend your hit dice to get hit points back, and any spells or abilities that you would refresh a short rest would refresh. Unfortunately, you can't get major spell slots back.
We're both mages, so that we might be able to through what's it called?
It's like a meditation. I can't remember.
Arcane recovery. So, if you're a wizard as well, you can recover your level divided by 2 in spell slots as a short rest. Which, strangely enough, I actually don't have any. That can't be right. I know I've spent some spell slots, haven't I?
No idea.
I'm only showing that I have used a 3rd level spell.
I know you've used a lot of cantrips.
Wall of water. I did a lot of cantrips. It must have just been that wall of water when we first arrived.
Where is it?
You guys did take a long rest before entering this particular map.
All right, so maybe that's why.
Have we run into anything? Tell me if I've used any of my attacks.
You got all your attacks back on the last long rest. I already took care of that one for you.
Sweet.
Yeah, I see that actually. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, I have a 3rd and a 4th I've spent.
I'm actually fine, and we don't actually need a short rest.
Yeah, because remember when you guys
need long
found
enough
those...
to investigate the cave.
Yeah, when you guys found those tents, back in the
Mhm.
last map.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
I believe
So we
you
have
took a long rest then. So,
right on. Okay, cool. All right, then I am actually in a good position to proceed.
Yeah, me too.
so yeah, the only
And I
spells you
do
should have
apologize.
spent should have been on the salamander fight. That's about it.
Yeah, well, and I must have spent
I know you spent the phantasmal
Cantrip.
force for
mhm,
that snowman Santa.
mhm.
Oh, yeah.
But that's all I see. I don't
Yeah.
see. All right.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Um,
Well, let's head back to the
now,
portal. Go ahead.
really quick, who has the highest? Who has the highest?
Passive perception.
Passive perception. That's what I'm looking for.
I have a passive perception of 13.
What is that under?
Mine's only 12. Passive wisdom.
It's
You'll
just
see all your.
Mm-hmm.
like,
You just mean
virtues
just
on
the
it.
number that's sitting there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is not as high.
Yeah, it'll be that
So,
one.
all right.
Okay, so Sean.
Mhm.
Or actually, let me look at Kazira's.
Excuse me.
Has she come back yet?
I am here. I
Okay.
have
No,
been
Stephanie
talking.
was here.
Kazira, what's your passive perception?
I have a. I don't know.
Oh shit, 16. It's
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
slot
are you?
down below all
Oh,
your skills.
Mine's 14.
Okay, Kazira, you
My
see it.
perception are good.
Yeah, you see it before anyone else. You see kind of movement in the shadows off to, it would be your right, opposite the pillar. What are you gonna do?
I'm guessing light up the darkness is not an option.
Oh, that's an option.
It's an option.
Then I'll light up the darkness in whatever way I can.
All right. As you light up the darkness, something you definitely see something kind of clinging to the wall face.
I am so drawing a dagger.
It looks kind of like. Let me see if I can bring this up. Come on. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong thing.
What ho, you in the darkness. State your business.
Idaho. No, Idaho.
No, it doesn't give a.
Oh, sure, give it away.
It doesn't it doesn't give an actual description. Okay. It looks kind of like a small, tiny dragon with wings. That has like a little scorpion stinger at the end of its tail.
Mm-hmm.
Is it responding to the light or to my speaking to it?
It kind of looks a little fearful and skitters across the wall to the far side.
I shall cautiously follow, making cooing here, dragon sounds.
Roll an animal
Speak
handling.
Draconic. I can't find on my page. God damn it.
I'll help her out.
If you have Draconic as a language.
I can't find languages on my page.
Yeah, I don't know where all my languages went.
Yeah, because I had several and I can't find them because I'm an idiot.
Oh, no one
That's
ever
not
input
true.
languages. Okay.
Is that on the next page? Is it on a different page?
There's a proficiency block just underneath your attribute block.
Yeah, and I have mine. I've got Common, Dwarven, Elvish, and Infernal.
I don't think mine got transferred. I have to go back to the file, look at the thing.
Actually, I have a hard copy of all your character sheets.
Oh, and the printing is so small. It looks like I have Elven and Common and some shit I can't read because the print's too goddamn small. but it looks like it starts with a C, so I'm guessing celestial.
Probably celestial.
I shall call to it in the languages that I know.
So yeah,
In soothing tones.
if you had draconic, I would have given you advantage, but unfortunately,
I can help out. I have 6 animal hands.
And I do have,
then-
you know, I am a ranger, so I
Yeah.
have the whole soothe animal bullshit going on for me. Can I do an animal handling check?
Can
Even
I
though
assist?
it's technically probably a sentient being.
Hang on, really quick. Let me read that. Legal awareness.
It's not a sentient being of my species, so can I?
You know what? I'll go ahead and let you. Yeah, go ahead and with Thargus's help and your ranger ability, roll animal handling with advantage.
I will use guidance.
Okay.
Do I have to roll 2?
So
No, you're just giving her. Your assist is giving her advantage.
Now, if she fails, am I allowed to roll?
Sure, if you want.
I'll only roll if you fail,
16.
okay?
Now roll a
Okay.
d4 to add to that. $17.
I didn't roll the 4 with advantage. That is my advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
So a total of 17 with. Whatever.
Huh. Apparently, I never did this. Yes, there it is.
Ooh, you know, I'm a ranger and I don't have a familiar.
I know I've got this in here somewhere.
That's what worries
This is
us.
animal companion in ranger ease. Sorry. On the other hand, the last time I knew someone who did have a dragon familiar, it was smarter than them. So maybe I need to reconsider.
Shall I take a shot at animal handling?
No, she's actually there we go. That's why it's not coming up. Okay. I never gave it an assigned
token.
An assigned token stat or a stat block. Now I just gotta find it.
Come and be my friend, little drag link.
Okay, so now that it's got that.
Is it a knowledge nature check to identify this?
Yeah.
I'll use guidance on myself as I do this.
I have a +7 on nature. Do you want some help?
Oh, yeah, you know, you probably would have done better. Well, actually, I have a +8, but...
Oh, then, yeah.
So, 14. I'm just kind of, like, taken aback by this. Like, I'm worried that this is a hatchling of the dragon, and things are about to get much, much worse, but...
No, with a 14, you definitely recognize this as a pseudo-dragon.
Oh, okay. That's kind of strange. Do I know if they are animals in the sense that you can use a speak with animals?
Let's see. And here I went and lost the stat block.
Still going to cute little drag link.
And why is it not coming up in my journal? keep dragging it out there. But it never... Huh. Okay, this is kind of weird.
Okay. Do.
Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to go by this then. Okay, sorry, what was your question, Sean?
If it is an animal intelligence and we can communicate using speak with animal.
It actually does have an intelligence level of 10, so average.
Okay. So that would not. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Knowing that, I'll kind of relay that fact to both Thargus and Kazira. But I gotta take a step back a little bit.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking, okay, could be familiar, could be a mage or a warlock nearby. I'm gonna step back out into the hall, as it were, and watch for anyone advancing on us. Because frankly, this could be a spy for, much like Gordon is a spy for me.
Mm-hmm. That's why Julianne is back here.
And with your kind of
abandoned and lost.
Your animal handling, Kazira, it's kind of slowly creeping its way, kind of zigzagging from cover to cover, kind of peeking around, looking at you curiously.
What's your animal handling?
Come to me,
Stephanie?
little dragling. Is the bones on the floor? Is that your master? Are you lost and alone? Do you need saving, poor little dragling?
It just kind of skitters over to the other side of this pillar. Roll one more animal handling check.
With any kind of plus or just plain?
I'll help out.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it with advantage.
Oh, hello!
I got
You
you.
got
If he
got
wants
your
a
back,
friend,
Steph.
he's got a friend.
He just kind of curiously comes a little closer around the pillar this way and just starts sniffing the air around you.
Hi, little dragling. Do you need a friend? I will be your friend. Using all of the languages that I know, since I know I don't know that one's language.
You do kind of hear in the back of your skull, friend, yes, friend.
I'm going to very cautiously reach my hand out. The one that doesn't have a dagger in it.
I whistle to Kazira. I take out some meats from my pack. I whistle to Kazira and toss the meats to her.
And I'm going to resheath the dagger and catch it.
Okay, roll a dexterity check.
Oh God, don't love it. I'm lagging so bad that you give an instruction like that, I hear her go do it, and then I'm waiting.
Like you hear the dice roll, and then it's just like,
Right.
is this gonna happen?
Someday today,
There you
she will catch that meat.
At least in my experience, it will happen.
I think
yeah.
Shannon's
Everybody
going to have
else has
something
already
to say
seen it.
about that.
You do manage to catch it. It's a little bit wobbly trying to catch it with one hand, but you do snag it.
I will switch hands and offer the meat-like substance to the baby dragling.
It just kind of sniffs and sniffs your hand a little bit. You get this sense in your head of curiosity and then happiness as it licks it out with its tongue and snaps it into its mouth and begins to chew.
Friend.
It kind of slowly scutters down the pillar and just kind of stands between your feet,
Oh.
looking up at you.
I will
So if
reach
she
down.
wanted to do this, what is the process so that I would know? How can she turn it into her familiar? Not today, or not right now, or is it like a long, drawn-out thing?
There is actually a stat for that.
Like I said, I'm just
It
curious.
actually has. The pseudo dragon can serve another creature as a familiar, forming a magic telepathic bond with that willing companion. While the two are bonded, the companion can sense the pseudo dragon's senses as long as they are within 1 mile of each other.
Holy crap.
While the pseudo-dragon is within 10 feet of its companion, the companion shares the pseudo-dragon's magic resistance trait. At any time, for any reason, the pseudo-dragon can end its service as a familiar, ending the telepathic bond.
Groovy.
Want that?
So because she's hearing it in her head, it's already bonded itself for the moment?
It's bonding. It hasn't really latched on yet. It's still kind of... You get a sense of apprehension, but
Well, nifty
still,
cool.
it's still fairly curious. So, and it seems to have kind of decided to at least join you for now. So,
Well, I'm gonna kneel down and pat my shoulder and put my hand out, and I'm gonna picture in my head, because I'm assuming if I can hear it, it can hear me. I'll picture in my head it on my shoulder, and like with the question mark in
it can understand your language. It just can't speak itself. It can only convey feelings and emotions.
Okay, so I'll ask it in
Pop up.
common. Would you like to come up here?
He just
Would
kind
you
of
like to
circles
come up?
around, kind of skitters up the pillar a little bit, and then gently leaps up onto your shoulder.
Yay.
I will stand and smile. Draggly friend.
Roll one more animal handling check.
I'll assist.
Oh, failed. Oh.
Yeah, it just gives you kind of a... It just gives you kind of a... What you talking about, Willis? Look on its face, but it's still perched on your shoulder.
Want to be your friend, Draggly?
So what do you guys want to do from here?
I'm me a dragon.
Well.
I will actually cautiously walk around the pillar
Just to be sure.
and back and in front of the bones and ask it, did you know this person? This not a person anymore?
It just kind of sniffs it, and you get this feeling of confusion.
Yeah, it doesn't know.
Okay. And then I'll come back
Quickly.
kind of this one.
Tabs out. Looks up pseudo dragon.
It just sniffs it again and says, yeah, and you get the idea of just indifference.
Okay, so apparently the dragon doesn't know anybody in here. I'll tell everyone. And that's the only bodies I can see, right?
There's another body down here. It's kind of blended in with the rock a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I'm ignoring that one.
Yeah.
I relay what little I know about pseudo dragons, but generally, as I understand, these are forest-dwelling creatures. Has no tie to the elemental plane of fire. Doesn't have as much of a way in ties to dragonkind. They're more fey. I do not know how or why it's here. If it's not, familiar to any of the
We've
people
seen a
here.
number of portals and a number of people. Somebody may have brought it as
Ooh.
a team.
That's a good point.
Where the heck did Kazira go?
I don't. Oh,
Yeah.
I was typing, and
May have touched the button.
I touched the wrong thing, so I don't know where the hell I am now. Maybe I got portaled out. No, seriously, I have no idea where the hell I am.
Okay, then let me do this.
Go
She's
look
like a
for her.
ninja.
I fucked it up.
Stephanie,
Sorry.
I sent you a link to the pseudo dragon in Facebook to the page so that you can see all of it.
Thank you.
All righty.
And there we go. All right. You should
Thank
be
you,
good
Ruth.
there.
That's very
Excuse
helpful.
me, I'm so sorry. I'm coughing at y'all. think I tried to breathe some vinegar chip.
And for some reason, for now, I can't seem to get the pseudo dragon stat block up, but I'll worry about that later. For now,
Like I said, I just sent her the one from the Roll20 as a
Yeah.
link, so at least she can look at it, and you can have it. You have it,
Yeah.
so she'll
Oh.
be able to figure it out.
My Roll20 just bailed on me.
Oh boy.
I'm reloading. Hang on.
okay. Okay, while she's
Still
reloading,
lost, but that's okay.
what do you guys have that you want to do?
Worried looks on our faces. Yeah, just gonna have to head back across. I feel like we've seen, I'm gonna cheat and just drag the map around.
I believe we have seen.
Well, Gordon is at the entry to another place that goes up and around this hole, this little cave. So I suppose we could continue that direction.
That actually comes to an end, and it's directly across
Okay.
from the entrance we came in on. There was a pit trap with a
Alright.
ladder.
That's
So
right. Okay.
if you're to fall that a little bit further north, that's where the Azure were being held. And we've
Right.
essentially come full circle to the very, very top is where the portal is. And
Yeah, so we kind of are probably going to have to trust that. In
Yeah,
some weird
I
way.
think we have fully explored this
Here.
area at this point.
Yeah. Well, I don't have fire or magma swimming, so yeah, I'm kind of.
Yeah,
I think I've seen everything I'm going to be seeing. Well, do you remember in World of Warcraft you used to be able to fish in the magma?
Oh yeah.
Never could swim in it though. Seemed unfair. All right.
I guess Gabriel's going to kind of sit there for a moment, kind of pondering things, and ask Kazira. Kazira, do you feel comfortable bringing that thing with us to face this dragon?
Yeah, I don't know if I feel safe, but I feel like I ought to take it out of here.
Yeah, well, Gabriel
Hey, and look at it this
told
way.
us
If
that
it
he's
is related,
way more than dragons, so I don't think he was from here. We just have to hope we don't scare him and turn him into freaked out bird in a
And-
fight.
if it isn't related to the dragon, I feel like I need to get it out of this hellhole.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
If
agreed.
it is related to the dragon, maybe we can make a prisoner exchange.
Actually,
make friends with the dragon and then use them as a prisoner exchange.
Actually, I'm not willing to give up the drag link to anyone, but hey, the dragon
Actually-
doesn't know that.
Gabriel gets an kind of a inspired look on his face and walks up to Kazira and her dragon, kind of with his hands kind of cupped over each other, and it's kind of going to say, "Do you mind if I try something real quick?"
Are you going to hurt him? Or
No,
her? Or it? Okay.
no, but if you could tell me the reactions it has.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to use minor illusion and just start rotating through a number of images that we're familiar with, like the hammers, the altars, what little drawings that I can replicate, and so on, and just see if the dragon reacts to any of these in such a way of like familiarity or ooh cool or ooh bad, and just try and get an idea if it's seen any of these things. I'm gonna work from the less scary things, and as soon as we start getting more reactions, I'll work my way up to a dragon and see if there's any kind of reactions that are related to Kazira from the pseudo dragon.
Okay.
I found it.
Oh.
Apparently, I had stuck its stat block in magic items instead of encounter mobs. So
Is that really how you feel about this living thing?
This is
don't
a
you
sum
start
of
with me,
attention
Sean.
It's an
picture.
Don't
accessory.
you start with me.
He's an accessory.
Poor baby drag lane.
He really is sort of an accessory at the moment, but we're okay with that because he's a cool accessory.
And if we find out that he is a he, I'm totally calling him Link. Just telling you.
Nice.
Oh man.
Well, do a medicine check.
My
Oh,
little
Blink.
dragling.
Oh, I don't think I want to do a medicine check on our new friend here. I don't think we're familiar enough.
Kazura, lift the tail.
Flip him upside down suddenly and start poking his lower belly until you can see a protrusion.
I have a +6 on medicine.
Oh, you should probably do it.
I have
Besides
a
your...
+7 on nature.
Sean,
But
you
would
lift its
nature
tail
work?
and it farts in your face.
As long as it doesn't fart fire.
No. But it's definitely not pleasant. Go ahead and roll a medicine check really quick.
A meat eater
Medicine is
farts, you know?
+6, nature is +7.
This would be medicine.
Okay.
Uh,
Nah.
Alright, so...
we're both just kind of like scratching our heads like, I have no idea if it's a boy or a girl.
I'd ask him his name.
Do you have a name, Draglink?
May not be pronounceable, but he might have one.
What should I call you, Draglink?
You get the idea that she is a female.
Cool.
It's a girl.
Does that mean the dragon's now Zelda? Because I liked Link. Link is kind of cool. Because then you can make all these jokes about up Link, down Link.
Hey, you guys might not know this, but there was a whole bunch of hullabaloo because there was a girl Link. So
Oh, I saw
Link
that.
is still
I
usable.
saw that.
Link is still, and Alex had a fit. He's like, "What's wrong with a girl Link? I don't understand." So there you go.
It's
Can
like
still be
saying,
Link.
what's wrong with a male, a male Wonder Woman? Or,
A male
Well,
Princess Leia.
because then it's not Link. It's someone else.
Oh yeah, but he felt like if it's going to be a new game anyway, a new release anyway, then maybe this time Link was reincarnated as a girl.
Quit reading my childhood. Anyway.
Exactly.
Our new friend, the Draglink, is a girl, but I'm still gonna call her Draglink.
I kind of like Drag Link too,
Well,
because
for
that actually has
now-
a deeper meaning as well.
Since he seems to be shit. Since he seems to be kind of warming up to you, Kazira, I'm going to go ahead and give you control. Now I just got to remember how to do that. How did I do it with Gordon?
I can't see shit right now anyway.
You
so,
will you'll go to the token itself, and then with the token, when you edit it, you can give control to all party or certain players and so on.
Because it's showing me determined by character settings.
You should be able to add a character in there.
Let me see what I did for Gordon.
You share the character sheet to the player. You give the token control to the player, and then you also probably have to give visibility.
That's
to the...
right. I gotta go to edit. Nice.
Yep, edit the token.
Well,
my page, my Roll20 still has me surrounded in darkness and away from everyone. So, and I can't even see myself. So I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, yeah, you should have vision.
Oh, shit. That's one thing I forgot when I put in the new. Okay. Go ahead and try refreshing the page.
Refreshing now.
And then I am going to edit. Can be edited and controlled by Stephanie. Pseudo Dragon. Okay. Save changes. Alright, so now Stephanie
Okay.
should have control of the Pseudo Dragon.
Okay, I can see myself now. Then.
there she is.
Okay, so you should have control of the Pseudo Dragon. Go ahead and try dragging him around.
I had to reload my screen because I wasn't seeing any dragon.
Yeah, I'm not either, and that means I have to reopen my character sheet. whining. Come on, roll 20.
Okay, I can move us both.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, I will catch up in just a moment. I'm waiting for everything to reload.
And you should also have control of his
Her.
stats.
Her. Listen to her. It's a her.
Stats. That's right.
So you already violated their private parts.
Oh, I gotta put it in your journal as well. So.
All right. So do I have? Oh goodness, how far away we are? Here we go.
Okay,
There's
so
that.
her stats should be in
Oh,
your journal.
there is a
as well.
dragon. There be dragons indeed. Okay. Get my character sheet back out. All right, there. Back on the chat. Okay. Okay. So since we've already seen, I suppose it's portal or no portal is the decision.
Well, there's also a passage up here that you passed that you didn't go in.
Oh, well then by all means.
I will ask.
Let us away.
I will ask the Draglink. Have you seen anyone else around here?
You get an intense feeling of fear
Oh.
and apprehension.
Yeah, it probably doesn't want to meet a real dragon.
In this direction? Fear and loathing in this direction?
Affirmative.
Okay. Draglink is saying this is a bad place.
Well, pat him. Pat her. See, now I'm doing it. You guys.
I'll ask her, can you show me a picture of what you saw up ahead?
You see the visage.
$20 if she sees people screaming and running.
You
Yeah,
see
really.
you see the
Dead body.
visage of a very large red dragon, flame barreling from its mouth, evil in its eyes, and darkness in its heart.
Yeah.
I will relate
Here
to
we
the
go.
party there be dragons ahead.
May I recommend, Kazira, that your friend should perhaps wait back here at the doorway to wherever we're going in? There's
going-
no point in further traumatizing the
Yeah.
poor
Yes.
thing.
See, the
She
difference
looks like
between
she's
this one
about
and
to be your
between this
backside
one
there.
and Gordon is Gordon can be resummoned if he dissipates.
Right.
This
This
pseudo
one's not
dragon,
fully bound.
he dies. He's gone.
I will actually
So-
Yeah.
I will thumbnail sketch a mission statement to the Draglink silently in my head. You know, we're here to
Wait here. Yeah.
we're here to get hammers. We have to kill dragons. And you know, hide right here. I will be back for you.
Or at least follow a few.
Or else
passages
hide under
behind.
my jacket.
You get this feeling of worry,
Would you
but
rather hide in my jacket?
it'll go where it'll curl up into your jacket. Yeah.
All right.
I
Draglink is hidden.
cool. I'm
We are
actually
good to
gonna.
proceed.
I'm gonna use minor illusion real quick and just kind of rotate through some images of hammers, familiar symbols that we've seen, and just kind of display those for the dragon and see if it responds to any of them. Did it
Okay,
see a
I'll-
hammer? Did it see this?
I'll open up my jacket and we'll have a confab.
Recognize
Any of these things that my friend is showing you.
you get a feeling of recognition
On what item?
Okay.
on the hammer.
Ooh,
We are
Ooh,
here to
what's
retrieve
around the hammer? hammer, good.
We are here to retrieve that hammer.
Now, somebody had Draconian. So somebody spoke to
Draconic.
the Draconic because somebody spoke to the last dragon.
I think that actually may have been Nim.
Great. Okay. Figures.
Okay, I know what I'm learning
Damn it,
next.
Gary.
Actually, just out of morbid curiosity, I utter some Sylvan to the dragon. Does it respond at all?
Sylvan.
You're a pretty dragon.
It has no idea what you're talking about. Just total
Okay,
confusion.
that's cool. Really? Okay.
Sounds like a pretty language.
I've already
Doesn't
spoken
have
all the
any-
languages I know to the poor dragling.
Okay.
Okay, so hide
Just
in my
keep
jacket.
hoping.
Good.
Okay.
All right, well, forward we go. Hi ho, hi ho.
All
And
right.
you guys are gonna take this passage up this way.
Yep.
Wow, my D20 keeps freezing up. I'm gonna reload real quick.
Really quick, I'm gonna have everyone stand still for me for a moment.
All right. I was just going to
Okay.
say, if things are about to get hairy, now might be the better time for a break than during the hairy, but it'll be up to you. Oh, I'm stepping away for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Right there with this little pause in the air.
Yeah, first and foremost, I'm gonna get you guys stationed up in this next map, and then I'm going to go ahead and call a break.
All right.
So, let me just get this all settled really quick. And all right, you guys should be transitioning now.
I'd say so.
oh, oh, this is not going to end well. I can tell.
While people were resetting and reorienting the map.
So this tunnel kind of twists and winds and takes a bit of a southerly turn where it begins to show a bright opening. As you enter into this bright opening, you see to your left, or to your right,
Where the hell am I? There I am. Okay, thank you, Rob.
let me go ahead and do that really quick. To your right, you see a large lava pool with a small little island rising up out of it. Hovering gently at the top of that little island altar, wreathed in a ring of flame, you see a large flaming hammer.
Does explain why Dragon Link would have recollection of it. It's right there to be seen.
To the very far south, there are piles and piles of treasure and
Lots
items
of
and loot and glorious beauty. But this one large pillar off to the leftish a little bit goes all the way to the ceiling. And you also notice 1, 2, 3 large gaping holes in the wall. They're roughly about 40 feet up from the ground. Or not 40, roughly about 20 feet up from the ground. And they are fairly large holes.
She
Big enough
comes
for
and goes
dragons,
from here
obviously.
often.
So, with that, I will go ahead and say let's go ahead and take a quick break. Maybe about 10 minutes or so, and we will come back and I will assess your plan.
Oh boy.
No, dear.
Right? Okay, I'll be right back.
All right.
that kind of cool? Maybe I could erase the moment you walked in and when I saw your face. 'Cause look what you have done to me. I'm losing it completely. I wish that I was a madman, so bad maybe I wouldn't fall for you. 'Cause you made me a madman, and I lose it all when I'm with you.
just there
It's
last
it's
summer.
fucking scary down here.
And it's kind of awesome, but scary. Okay. I think we are all
Alright.
here. Rob, are you there? Rob Gray?
I don't think he's back yet.
Oh, shoot.
I haven't heard him chiming in, so.
Okay, we'll give him a minute.
Unless he's muted.
But yeah, Arvada is way crazy different than it was just when I was
Yeah.
there, and I wasn't. It's not like I've been gone that long. So,
Yeah,
kind of
it's very
amazing.
different up there.
Well, Ruth, you remember that mini mall that used to be in front of your old apartment?
Joe took me pictures. It's like a Walmart or something
It's a
now.
Walmart now.
Where the bar was, Stephanie,
Yeah.
across the street from that apartment. There's a Walmart there now.
Jesus. Yeah, I haven't been brave enough to drive up that street. Although I have been up to Arvada several times, but yeah, no.
And you
There's
remember
all
that,
kinds
of real
that
craziness.
Safeway that was
Yep.
across the street from it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's all gone. The Safeway,
Wow.
the Chuck E. Cheese,
Did
the
they-
treasure pot.
Holy crap. Did they kill the Kmart yet?
Kmart just went out of business. Yeah, they just moved out.
Yeah.
Like
Ours
a couple months
just
ago.
died here. Yep, ours just died here, and I was like, yeah, there's no way the one in Arvada survived a Walmart.
They even took
Not us the
down
one you-
the Ralston Cafe.
Really?
Yeah, that pissed me off. I love that place.
Yes. Good
Yeah,
food.
now
Well,
they're
and
building
remember
all
that
these little food
KFC that
places
became
like Tokyo Joe's and
okay.
stuff like that in there.
Trying to modernize that area so that it's more like the up at 80th and 88th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Come on, Rob. Get with the program.
Sargus, are you there and just muted maybe?
I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Is Sean here?
You guys were just talking, so I'm like, okay, I'll just wait.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, everybody's back. So, what is your plan from here, guys?
I am going to prepare a wall of water spell on the condition that a dragon shows up and begins attacking us.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to
where
kind of
ya?
cautiously advance with the rest of the party.
Yeah, I think that's what we do. We know what we're here for and we know what's going to happen. So,
Gordon's going to cautiously kind of walk into the, or I'm sorry, cautiously fly
Bye.
into the room.
Whatever.
As you
Uh,
enter
well,
in,
chicken
I
walking
feel
on
fair
the ground might be smart for him.
as you enter into, the
So
room,
we know
into
it's
this
so
chamber a little further, you notice that the ceiling goes up high enough to where it disappears in the darkness. You really can't tell how high up this chamber goes.
It's our
So it's either going to drop from above onto our heads or come out of one of them holes.
Or strafe us.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not up there, we may be out hunting. We don't know.
It knows we're coming. It actually talked with us. It's
Oh, I
it's
know,
ready
but-
to-
It may be looking outside to make sure we don't have backup.
possibly it.
Shoot. See, and I'm concerned that if I shoot a fireball straight up, all I really do is give it a line to follow back.
Oh, somebody's here. How wonderful.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
stay here, just ready.
We should
Thank
spread out
God.
just a little bit.
Yeah, well, Jules is kind of sneaking his way around to the edge on this side, kind of going towards where the hammer is.
Okay, I'm having trouble believing that pile of treasure.
I'm not.
The dragon
Dragons love
is
treasure. Big
the
shiny
dragon is camouflaged within the treasure.
Do we have Nim with us? And
No,
he's just, yeah, okay.
Nim is not with you guys.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We've lost Nim and
Yeah, the
what's her-
greatest sneak of all time.
All right. Well, just gonna keep sneaking our way up here. I think that's probably about as close to the fire as I want to get. As a WoW player, I'm perfectly aware what those wings can do to blast me different directions. So
Alright.
Watch out for the
Yeah.
tail.
More dots! More dots! Whelps on the right side. Whelps on
More
the
dots,
right.
more dots.
More dots!
More dots.
Enough
Okay,
dots.
stop dots.
I said stop the fucking dots.
I have a macro that does that.
Cut.
And the guild I'm in now, very few of them are old enough or been playing long enough to even get the joke. I was like, oh, I'm crushed.
They don't know
I
what
feel
more
like an
dots mean?
ancient old lady now.
I played WoW for like 12 years, and I told somebody last night, and they're all like, I don't believe you. I'm like, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Google that shit.
I'm 10 years in, so yeah.
I mean, I ran the guild. I played running a guild for like 2 years after I ran the guild for 10 years.
All right.
So here we are.
Soliloquies aside.
Check. Yeah.
As you guys kind of creep into this chamber, are you trying to be stealthy at all, or?
Not really.
I mean,
watching for where it's going to come from because I know it's going to.
yeah. I'm gonna throw some deception checks to look for it, but that's sneaky as you can.
You begin to hear and feel a soft rumble, that same familiar impact rumble.
And that
you
ain't my
felt
stomach.
when you entered the cave to begin with.
Perception. I'm looking above us.
And okay, roll perception. While you're doing that,
It's dark.
you see nothing.
It's full of terrors.
And unfortunately, Ruth, you see nothing as well.
Okay, so I'm up against a dead guy. I figure since I'm up against the dead guy, is there anything I can tell about him?
You guys see nothing. This
No,
guy,
the
dead guy is dead. He is done, dead.
No, but can I tell anything? Like, is he wearing anybody in particular's armor that I know of? Is this a recent dead, or is this just a dead?
Roll investigation. Yeah, that's awesome. You find absolutely nothing. He's pretty much stripped bare bones.
All right.
It's
Chances are
probably
we'll
in the
find
pile.
his armor over there.
Although you are kind of getting that same kind of
Tingly sense,
tingly sense that you did in the previous chamber back there. Now, as this rumble is kind of beginning to subside, the walls seem to echo, and you can't really tell where it's coming from, but you hear a voice.
Oh.
Welcome. You have finally made it. Greetings. By all means, make yourselves at home. I shan't keep you waiting long. Your treasure is here, as you can see. Please, by all means, attempt to take it if you can. And
so, Thargus, can you see chat, by the way?
Yes.
Or because
the
you're
sense
okay.
There's necromancy afoot.
Yeah. And only because you're really close to me.
Ruby.
Am I telling you? It's not just the other room, it's this room. So. All right. Well, excuse my language, sorry. We do have an adult warning on our stuff, don't we?
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay,
pretty
good.
sure we do.
It's an 18+ channel.
Who am I? I'm Jules right now, right? Well, shuck-a-doodle. Okay. What does it say? Yeah, just keep sneaking forward. I'm not going for the treasure, by the way, and I'm not going to even make it look like I am.
Oh yeah, no, treasure.
I have
treasure
one
equals
goal,
death right
and
now.
I just have to figure out how to get to it over there.
I'm just studying the lava to see what the thinnest point is where we could put a bridge when we figure out how to do that.
Seems like right about here.
yeah, the thinnest point would probably be along this line right here.
How far down does the lava go? Where for example, where Jules was standing.
You really wouldn't be able to tell.
Okay, so we can't even see the lava. We can just see the ground in front of us and the island in the middle, and lava well down.
It's at ground level.
Oh, okay.
It's just kind of like a lake kind of thing.
Oh, well, what we're
But-
trying to figure out is it at the same level as we're standing?
Yes.
Okay. Or is it well below us? Because, yeah,
No.
then stretching a bridge is going to be a bit of a booger because
Gonna
it's
burn.
going to lay on it.
Yeah, we need some stone form or whatever the hell that's called.
I mean,
Sean's
there is
got
a
a
little
couple
bit
of
of a lip,
different-
but it's only a few inches to a foot.
Yeah,
That's
no,
about
it's
it.
nothing. Yeah, we could maybe span that distance, but it'll get hot and unstable quickly. All right.
Sorry. My cat is an idiot.
It is only about
What?
a 12-foot jump. Someone could make it with a really good athletics roll, but
But
Mm.
the failure on that is catastrophic.
Yep. And I have neither athletics nor acrobatics on.
Well, 20-foot jump I can make as a giant toad without a skill check.
I've got 5 athletics.
The ring of fire that surrounds the hammer, does it appear to be a magical effect, or is it a familiar spell effect?
roll an Arcana check.
All right. Am I at disadvantage from my location, or do I need to get closer to it?
No, you're fairly good from there.
Okay.
I'm willing to jump if we need it.
Arcana 23.
Nice.
It is definitely magical fire, though not from any spell effect you're actually aware of.
Okay. I rub my earring and relate that to Thargus. I have Jules' earring, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I kind of relate that there's a protective fire effect around the hammer that is not an illusion.
Oh, Thargus can actually relate to yourself and Kazira if he wants to, what I told him about.
The necromancy.
Yeah, that's up to Thargus.
I'll tell him.
My
I keep
understanding
forgetting.
of the frost brand is that he can quench a magical fire with the sword. Is that correct?
Can I?
I'm trying to remember if that's a facet of the frost brand.
Um,
Logical sense.
when you draw this weapon, you can extinguish all non-magical flames within 30 feet.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
Non-magical, though. I'm
Actually,
curious
magma
to find out what
is-
happens to the magma. Yeah.
Yeah. That actually might freeze it, or at least de-lava it, demagma it for a short while, so we can actually just run across. Yes, be quick though.
Why not?
You can always try.
I'm willing to do it if somebody's willing to heal me if I get totally singed.
I will heal you just to watch.
Okay. Let's see. I gotta bone up my knowledge on this.
Yeah.
Strength
I have a
determines
potion.
how far you can jump. Long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot
Oh.
immediately before the jump.
Oh, and I will actually walk over to Thargus against my better judgment about proximity, and I will put a guidance on him just to give him a little bit of boost on that athletic check.
Yeah, athletic, yeah. Strength, I've got a 9 for strength.
Yeah, as long as he gets a 10-foot head start, he could easily clear that with an 18 strength.
But I would like to see if he can actually make the magma solidify with this sword. This could be cool.
Well, it's up
I
to
stick
him.
my sword in.
You stick your sword in. You get a large singe. It begins to boil and froth and steam really, really hard. You're able to cool a portion of it. About no, that's not right. portion of it. Dang it! Come on. Oh, that's why I'm in the wrong layer.
Get to the right layer there.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Let me.
Yeah, we think we've got a lot on our screen.
Yeah. You're able to clear a spot, or solidify a spot about yay big.
Let's start.
Yeah, but then we got to see how long before it comes back.
About the equivalence of about maybe 12 seconds later, it begins to crack and dissipate. And
Run! Make a
And-
jump! Oh,
begins to break apart and merge back with the lava. So you
All right,
figure
I'm gonna-
each one will last about maybe 2 rounds.
all
So-
right.
Why don't I just stick my sword and just walk across?
All right, I am actually going to start projecting a ray of frost at the ground in front of Thargus. Just Kamehameha, just kind of pointing there and just isolating the magma to try and solidify it underneath him.
Okay.
Hey, Sean, you're sort of breaking up on my
Yeah.
end. You're
Yeah, mine
getting
too.
gravelly.
With the ray of frost continuously beating at it, you're able to do a path roughly about halfway across.
So it
All right.
gives you a hippity hoppity, Thargus,
I'm
if
going.
you're going to go for it. I don't like him being alone over there, but yeah, roll for
Okay.
it. And
You don't need to roll for the jump, but because you are landing in difficult terrain, once you land, you'll need to make an acrobatics check.
Oh, that's where I'm going to be in trouble.
yeah,
So go ahead and jump on over.
There we go.
And let me
I have
just
to.
yeah. So I need you to make an acrobatics check for me really quick.
where's that assist you were offering him, Gabriel?
It is a D4 that he gets to roll if he so desires.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, are you kidding? I'm a dwarf in plate. I'm going to roll like a ball.
So 17, you make it. You land squarely on your feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty.
So the hammer is before you. What are you gonna do?
Okay, does anybody check what kind of fire it is?
I yell across magma, the hot kind.
So I can stick my sword in it and then it'll go down.
Oh no.
That's what I'm
Probably not.
asking. I'm gonna try to grab the hammer in a slow, very cautious way to see if the magic
Okay.
ball actually is from the hammer or it's from something else.
Okay.
Yeah, is it protecting the hammer or is it just
Then I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Now, while he has the sword drawn, I think he'll be resistant to fire.
He will be resistant to fire, but he still needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
All right.
Oh, no, this is like the follow-up to I don't worship the fuckers anyway. If at any point in the next 10 seconds you
Do
sort
I
of
have
feel
an
yourself...
assist from you there, Gabriel?
Everyone,
No, actually, I have to touch you again. You've used the guidance.
And,
Oh wait, no.
I can
I
use
fly.
it. I need it.
I fly Gordon over Thargus to commute a touch attack
Yeah.
to Thargus,
now
and
does,
while Gordon's
does guidance work against saving throws or just ability checks?
it works as ability checks. I can also use resistance to give him damage resistance to an elemental force.
Okay.
So I think I'll actually give him resistance. So he'll get a bonus to his
Well, he's
his
already
check.
got resistance, so it would just kind of be a mute.
He would actually get a plus D4 to his saving throw.
Okay.
Nice.
So
So Gordon will alight upon him, and I'll do the resistance cantrip through Gordon, and then Gordon will flutter off and land on the ground nearby, so Thargus can attempt to get the hammer.
All right,
Okay.
here we go. Please let it be a good roll.
Thargus. Roll a d4, please.
Ruh-roh.
You're gonna need it.
Oh, he doesn't publicly roll, so
Okay, all grand total, you rolled a 7. So,
oh god.
Wait, how come I have 2 then?
because you have it set on advantage for some reason.
I didn't even set it up. For whoever is watching, you're watching Dungeons and Dragons live on Roll D20 with a bunch of people from all around North America. We're doing season 2 of Rise of the Guardians for the person who is watching Mixer right now.
All right. Welcome to the show, by the way, for whoever you are.
Shadowcrawler is his name.
Welcome,
he's a
Shadowcrawler. I am your humble and ostentatious DM, Rob. Anyway, Thargus, you take 7 points of fire damage,
Oh,
halved
man.
from your frost brand, so you take 3 points of fire damage. And
That really doesn't do much to me.
as you grasp
Yeah,
the
but-
hammer, actually, you need to move into touching range really quick.
Ruh-roh.
So, yeah, you need to be able to touch it. Everyone roll a perception check for me really quick.
Fail. I'm
Oh,
obviously
actually-
looking the other way.
Gordon's got really good perception.
And he's right there. Did he just squawk and fly straight up?
Okay. As Thargus takes that flame damage, Gordon and Jules are the only ones who see it. There is a slight glint
Oh, I forgot to do perception.
from
There's a glint of what?
there's a slight glint from come on, get off the damn drawing tool. Okay, I'm maybe freezing up here. There we go. You see a glint ever so briefly from this hole right here. And Thargus. I need Thargus and Gordon to make dexterity saving throws for me really quick.
Oh, so much for my little bird. All right.
Your bird's getting nice and toasty.
I think this. If you click this, this is a save. No, that's just a dexterity check. And why are you set to advantage?
Well, at least the pseudo dragon. Oh, nope. I guess not because it didn't come through.
Okay, so Thargus, I still need a dexterity save.
I gave you one.
Oh, there it is up there. Okay.
Jesus, even the pseudo
I'm
dragon.
like, it's there.
Everything-
Don't not tell me it's
Everything's
not-
rolling
not
in so
rolling
fast. Okay, so wow, that's a lot of dice. Okay, what was Gordon's? Gordon actually makes it.
He only takes 40 points of damage.
Well, no, he only takes 26 points of damage.
So there is a he ignites like a phoenix and tumbles into the lava and is gone.
And unfortunately, Thargus, you missed it by 1. Fortunately, you still have the resistance from the frost brand, so you also take 26 points of damage. Otherwise, you would have taken 53.
Well, hello, Miss Suli Biscuits. Are you going to help us play?
And
I need you to push this
as
button.
that flame bursts
Yeah.
into being, it also highlights a very spiked, horned head
Mm-hmm.
poking out from the hole. And we need to roll initiative.
Nope.
Oh, I forgot the visual.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What are we?
That's important.
Right there.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It looks like it looks like one of those fighters.
Yeah, it looks like a stealth bomber.
You just got B2'd by the dragon. Oh dear.
You just got
All right,
BTFO'd
so-
big time.
Nice.
Where is? Oh, that's right. It's on me. I click me. Hello.
Yeah, where were those
Yeah.
rolls when I needed them?
So where? Oh, where is my initiative roll?
Oof.
All right, Rob. I don't remember how here to roll initiative. Is it
just
on my
click
page
the
or is it on?
initiative.
It's above your hit points.
Yeah. As long
At
as
the
you
top of the page.
click on your icon first, and then
Oh,
on your
shit.
character sheet, it's right above your hit points between your armor class and your speed.
I
forgot
see it.
to-
There we
I
go.
forgot to click on myself. Sorry,
Oh,
Rob.
lovely. Utterly useless mage.
So Kazira, you didn't click on yourself?
Crochet. What are you doing?
No, I didn't click on myself. Apparently.
Okay, then.
Oh, I clicked on the pseudo dragon because I'm a dumbass.
Oh, okay. Then click on yourself.
Hey,
And then
some
click
dice.
Okay, I think I'm
on-
doing it right this time.
You can
I
do it.
did. I did it right.
Huzzah!
There's a dice there. Look. Whoop. See? There's a dice.
Okay,
Did you want to roll the dice?
descending.
Somebody needs a d6 to
All
try it.
right. And Thargus gets to go first.
I do not see this dragon.
You do. You see its head poking out of this hole right here.
You do now.
Did you roll it? That's a 3. Good job, Suli.
Unless the dynamic lighting is messed
No,
up.
I got it.
Okay.
See it now.
Oh, and I also need
Do you want the white one?
do this.
You got a 6. Good job. Go ahead. Overwhelmed. Cat is overwhelmed. She's leaving now. Sorry.
Oh.
Well, I handed her my squid, and she actually put her paw in there and pulled out a d6.
Nice.
And when she dropped it, it was a 3. So I bumped it, and she bumped it back, and it was a 6. And I was like, "You got a 6? Do you want that?" And she just doesn't understand what's happening. She's so baffled. Cat's like, "I don't get it."
Red dragon.
I would
Red dragon.
suggest
Where
against
are my
that.
Red dragons?
Oh, God help us. He's looking for them. And you know the letter on that word that was the most important to anybody else?
The S.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, there they are. On initiative 20. Okay. So, Thargus, what you want to do?
Well, I can't swing at it. A little far from me.
I think you should try to retreat. Oh, no, he's going to try and get the hammer.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So how many rounds does that flame stay on him?
How
It's
long-
just the one time he tried to reach for it.
So it just dissipates like a fireball.
So
Yeah.
I can try to reach for it
Alright.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's moving our direction now. I have a bad feeling he's headed your way, but
I think it's coming my way too. I'm taking a hunch here. I'm gonna try to grab the hammer.
yeah, try to get it because then
All
we'll
right,
do whatever we can do to get you
roll
back.
a wisdom saving throw.
Dear God.
Ooh. Oh, so yeah, I was gonna say if you start feeling a little queasy in your stomach and maybe like you're thinking thoughts that aren't yours, drop the hammer.
All right, and that.
But it might be too
is,
late.
You
Yeah.
take 6 points of damage, round down to 3. Still can't grab it.
So Rob, does Jules have Kennedy's
grabbing the
old
hammer again.
earpiece?
For my next action.
You only get a second action or a second attack if you used your attack as your initial action.
Oh
He
well, I
hasn't
didn't know
yet.
that.
So
Okay.
So I can't even use a. So I can't even use a second attack.
nope, unfortunately not. You still have your movement.
Screw that. I figured that was the movement.
Whatever.
Never mind.
Okay.
Whatever.
Next up is the dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to
Oh
take
boy. I
flight,
can't see.
fly out of the hole, and hover about 20 feet off the ground right here. He already used his breath attack, so he can't use it.
Boy, is he pretty.
He's so colorful.
So welcome, said the spider.
There's no Alex Straza here, friends.
Come and gaze upon my visage before you die. And he is going to hover between Thargus and the treasure.
I don't want the treasure. I want the hammer.
Who gives a shit about the treasure, dude?
Next up is Kazira.
I cannot use the ruler on my page because I'm lame. What's the distance between me and the dragon?
Between you and the dragon.
A lot.
Yeah,
is
it's
That's 12. You're
least
at
46 feet.
70. Yeah.
not a straight shot. But if you need to go around the lava, it's at least 40 or 50, plus he's hovering 20 feet up in the air.
Oh. But okay, so if I move forward my standard 30, he'll be another what, 30 away from me, 20 up, and
About another 20 just to get within base contact of him, but then he's about 20 feet up from there.
okay, so I'm going to take my standard movement of 30, which would put me about by Gabrian's corpse.
30 would be right about in here.
Okay. And I have to move Draglink with me. Okay. And I am going to throw Wind Wall up at him.
Throw wind wall up. Now, does wind wall have to have a surface to sit on? Wind wall. A wall strong rises at a point you choose within range. Shape the wall in any way you choose. The wall appears, each creature. It doesn't. All it says is, oh, a wall of strong wind rises from the ground. Okay. You can make the wall up to 50 feet long and 15 feet high. So he'll still be too high up for it to take effect. Did you get that, Steph?
I did, I'm thinking. Yeah. But he's in range. He's within my ranged attack, though.
Yeah. He's about...
Inflict wounds. Oh, it's a touch attack. God damn it. Sorry for those listening. Hey, that's a bummer.
This is the bugger with flying creatures.
Yeah, so totally have learned bow and arrow when I had the chance.
Well, technically, your ranger skill gives you proficiency with bows.
Yes, but I don't own one.
Ah.
Okay.
You can always borrow mine. It's still hanging on my shoulder, and I'm trying to decide whether I'm using that or casting a spell. Because
Okay.
against casters, you're almost better off with a regular weapon.
Witch bolt is not a touch attack.
Witch bolt is not.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
How good that fucking did me.
14 unfortunately does not hit. Oh wait. Was
Yeah,
that
witch
from
bolt
something else?
8. I missed entirely.
Yeah, you missed pretty bad, I'm afraid.
Oh well. Whatever.
I believe that is your turn. Next up.
Yeah, I moved and I shot and missed
Yeah.
miserably.
Next up is Pseudolink.
Pseudolink continues to hide in the jacket.
Okay.
His movements going forward will be to hide in the jacket.
Yeah, he is seriously trembling right now.
I will begin and pet the baby dragon.
Next up is Gabrian.
All right. I am thinking that I am going to attempt, this is probably folly, but I am going to attempt a suggestion. I am going to use suggestion on a dragon and make it seem like it's tactfully advantageous to fight us on the ground adjacent to the lava, so that no one can sneak up behind it and get it from behind. Not to mention the dragon's more effective on the ground or some silliness like that.
All right, what's the save on that?
It's DC 16 Wisdom.
Well, you never know.
Weirder things have happened.
Okay, Sean, I'm going to let you guess what he rolled for his wisdom save.
He rolled a 16 exactly.
He rolled a 4.
Ooh, that's
Hey,
I got a 4.
And that's with modifiers.
Oh my god.
You own
he's
the
so
dragon.
cocksure he forgot.
Okay.
So that is the only suggestion I can kind of make. Or you can't change suggestions while you're concentrating, right? I am under the impression you can't. It's probably just you suggest a course of activity. Magically influenced creature can't be that they can't be charmed or immune. It has to sound reasonable. It pursues the action. So I don't think I get to change the suggestion as I go, but I have to sustain this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, until someone damages
Well, wait, is it a concentration? It doesn't.
it is a concentration. So I am kind of locked into this for the time being, just to keep it on the ground.
Damaged.
Yep.
If you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell will end. So if you keep
really?
him there until one of us hurts him bad, we're good.
Okay. So he, on his, you get the sense that he's looking down at the ground, kind of thinking, looking back at you all, looking down at the ground. You think your suggestion might have taken hold.
All right. And I'm going to take cover.
Run, man, run.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. That is my action.
Next up is
Okay.
Jules.
Yay. All right. So I believe I am actually close enough to strike with an arrow
Oh yeah.
and with a
easily,
spell, either one. And
easily.
so I'm
He's only about
going
25 feet
to.
from you, so. Oh shit. Wait, what was that? Oh, acid arrow. Yeah,
Mhm.
unfortunately,
Yeah, it's a
natural
spell.
one. It kind of fires off and dissipates against the far wall. Missed utterly.
It's because my looking around ate up all my high levels.
You still have your
All right.
movement though.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna split the distance between Gabrion and Thargus because I really don't want to leave Thargus out there.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much. I'm just kind of island hopping.
Well, here's the thing: do you swallow a health potion, or does it just go on you?
Don't know.
Do I have to throw it? Can I wing it at him and peg him in the head, or does he have to actually
And it
uncork
just
it?
totes me in health potion.
I think imbibing it is part of the.
Yeah, I think you have to drink
Yeah, you
them.
still
That's
have
how
to
they
imbibe
work.
it. Okay, so
Bummer.
now
We need to invent one of those, just pelt your party mates potions.
it is time for a lair action.
Oh,
Yeah,
crap.
lair action
Um,
makes me really nervous.
The dragon beats its wings really hard, and then
Here comes the
slams,
lava
and
Thargus.
then comes down really hard on the ground. A large tremor shakes the lair. Everyone within where's my measuring tool? From here. So yeah, it'll pretty much be
All of it.
everybody.
Mm.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
I need everyone on the ground to make a dexterity saving throw really quick. Gabrion failed.
Seriously?
Jules failed. Thargus failed.
Okay, I don't know how to make it a saving
I do
throw.
not like this. I do not
Oh,
like
yeah,
this.
I just clicked my dex. Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a dexterity save.
Oh,
Right.
Oh,
How do I make
Yeah.
dex save?
I did the wrong thing. Hold on.
saving throws
Dexterity.
are right
I just
between
did
your
dexterity.
proficiency bonus. No, you want your saving throws.
How do I do
Oh,
dexterity
here we
saving throw
go.
again?
Oh, okay.
It's right next to everything.
Woo!
Like, you see where it
Still
says
standing.
inspiration,
Woo!
proficiency bonus, and then you got saving throws right next to where the numbers that are our actual stats are. You click that one inside the box.
Standing up.
Oh, see, I've been clicking the wrong thing.
I'm still standing.
Dexterity save. Okay.
There's
So,
a dexterity save.
Um,
I now actually know how to do that. I've been here playing this, and I've never known how to do that. I didn't even know there was a dexterity save or like the same things.
It's all right. You
Okay,
just showed
so,
me where my path of wisdom was. So.
Kazira and Thargus are the only ones who made it.
Thank
Jules,
you, dexterity save.
Jules and
I don't suppose
Gabrion,
my armor actually protects me, does it?
you are all this wave, this like tremorous wave from the dragon's impact knocks you to prone on the ground. So you are now considered prone.
Can I take a free action to chuckle evilly?
If you choose.
All right, I'm actually liking this being prone because I think that gives me just a little bit more cover.
It also makes us a less big target. Like,
That's
Yeah.
right.
he's
Reduced
thinking,
your target
you're
ability.
down. Right.
You can turn this into a positive.
Yes, he can.
Where are all these icons coming from on you, Gabrion?
Oh, I was trying to turn on. There we go.
There we
I was finding a good prone icon, and I think we were both iconizing Gabrion at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the lair action. Next up is Thargus.
Who's left?
Cheating
I'm
ass
gonna do
dragon. She
a
gets
commander
2.
strike. No, yeah, is it commander strike? I'm double checking. I'm using commander strike, and I'm using it on.
Link it in the description really quick for me.
Gotta remember how to do it. How do I do that again?
Click the ability.
Boy, we take a couple weeks off,
Yeah.
and it's like Rob has to reteach us the whole thing. Sorry, Rob.
I've taken a whole lot more than you guys have, so.
when you take the attack action on your turn, you can forego one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike. When you do so, choose a friendly creature who can see or hear you and expend one superiority die. That creature can immediately use its reaction to make one weapon attack, adding the superiority die to the attack damage roll. Unfortunately, there's no one within weapon range of the dragon right now, unless Jules is using her bow.
No.
Jules is prone too.
So you might
Well,
want
and-
to consider something else, because there's no
Yeah.
one within
Well,
melee range.
Jules is a caster, so I'm not able to.
No, it has to be a weapon attack.
Nope.
Well, I guess I'm grabbing the hammer again.
You aren't going to hop across here and try and help your compatriots with this dragon.
I have a
Okay.
feeling
He's
the
there to
hammer
get
is
the
what's gonna
hammer.
beat this dragon.
All right, roll a dex.
Yeah,
or
if he
roll a
can
wisdom
manage to
saving throw.
get it.
Roll a wisdom saving throw. That's a wisdom check. Need a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, see, I've been
Little
doing-
box next to those numbers.
There you go. Roll a
That's
4.
even worse.
So,
Yeah, just roll the dice.
you take 10 points of fire damage. Round it down to 5. So, and you still have your movement.
Should I go?
This is your last chance before this thing dissipates. It's been 2 rounds.
I'll freaking run across.
Okay, so you can make the jump. You're not jumping into difficult terrain this time, so you can just move across the lava. No roll necessary. Okay.
I gotta
Then,
figure out how far I can go.
next up is the dragon.
How far can I run?
Um,
I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find the ruler again.
jump 20. So
I can
you
do
could go another.
25.
You could go right about to there.
Thank you.
Now next up is the dragon. So he is going to move up on Jules
Of course he is.
because Jules is prone.
Wait,
And
didn't
then,
you promote a attack of opportunity from
And I was gonna ask. The suggestion was that he kept his back to the lava so no one could get behind him. Would he disregard that?
no, he would still be moving up there.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, cool.
He is going to claw bite. So, oh wait, let me see.
He just moved into my territory. Am I gonna get an attack of opportunity, or is that only if he leaves
Only if
my
he
territory?
leaves your area.
That's
All right, you're lucky.
dragon, not you.
His breath weapon does not recharge. So, he is going to claw the mage. Oh shit.
Mhm.
One of those claws was a natural 20. The other was a 27. Both of them, I believe, hit. You said you had mage armor up from earlier?
Yeah, I was just reading it, but he put it on.
Yeah,
He
that gives
puts it
you
on before we start fighting. So
AC 13 plus your dex.
it's ace. Yeah. Which is, and I was just trying to get you that number. Let me get back to my there's my core.
And just put it.
And my dex modifier is only 1, but
So your armor
it
class
gives
is
me
14.
yeah. Well, my armor class is 11.
Well, your
but-
AC becomes 13 plus your dex. So it would
Okay,
be 14
so
is
yeah,
what your armor class
of course.
becomes. I just need to know what to put in your little thing for my reference.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to update it for mine because, like, if
Yeah.
I click the button or cast it, it doesn't change my numbers. So,
Yeah.
all right. So
As long
14.
as I know it, I can help keep track of it for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I have
we'll
8
do-
hours or until I go unconscious. So.
We'll do that 27 first. The first claw does 9 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
And this is the natural 20. You take 28 points of slashing damage.
So that was plus 28.
9 plus 28, so 37 altogether.
That hurt.
Okay, and
So how's your boo-boo?
and then the bite attack against Kazira. Yeah, the only reason he got that natural 20 is because you're prone and he has advantage. So bite against Kazira. Kazira, I believe that may have missed. Your armor class is 15. He rolled a 13, so he misses you. All right.
I will definitely again.
And that, I
Love that.
believe,
A little faint laugh.
that I believe is his turn. So, next up is Kazira.
And
where is?
thank you so much, Gabrion, for bringing him to the ground. I'm gonna wind wall.
Wind wall. Okay. So,
I
How
don't
big
think
are
it
you
did
gonna
anything
make it?
because his strength or his save is higher than yours.
how big are you gonna make it?
However long he is in front of me, pushing him back
So-
toward the wall.
So
Well, we
we'll
might have a
do,
regular watch.
So kind of like this is what you're shooting for?
Well, yeah.
To give you guys a heads up, we have a watcher who's Rose Widley.
Oh,
Welcome.
hey, welcome
She is
aboard.
watching right now with us.
welcome aboard. So you want to kind of bisect him? Like,
I just want to push him ass over tea kettle into the treasure, which may or may not be real, because right now I'm not believing that it's real.
well, a wind wall wouldn't really blow him anywhere.
It wouldn't push him back?
No, he would just be kind of trapped in it.
Oh, awesome. Trapping is good. I like trapping.
It more or less kind of blows debris into him, basically.
Okay. Works for me. That's
So you
good.
want to kind of
Anything
bisect
that
him
can hit
across
him, it's not us.
like that
I want to put the wind wall between us and him.
you
between you
realize
and
you gotta
him.
walk.
Okay.
Yeah, there we
So,
go.
oy. So we will do this. So a wind wall across there. And he will roll a strength save. He does not have proficiency in strength saves, so it'll be a straight check. He rolls a 9. Damn. Okay, so he takes 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right on. Unfortunately, that's gonna fuck up Sean's spell.
That's okay.
No, it still shouldn't. As
Oh,
long as
really?
Sean
Damage to
maintains
him.
concentration, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The damage
All right,
doesn't disrupt it?
No, it's if something damages you, it
Oh,
may obstruct your concentration.
then. Oh,
Perfect,
That was
okay.
not how it
Let me
sounded
double
when I
check.
read it.
Let me double check
Awesome.
the
fact. Okay.
It's better to be safer than sorry.
See, if you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends.
Oh. It wasn't my companion. I bear no allegiance to that wall of wind.
Oh, okay. Here it is. If the
I'm just gonna-
suggested activity can be completed in a short amount of time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it was you asked it to do.
All right, so
So-
he's kept his back to the flame.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
he's pretty much completed the activity, so the spell pretty much ends at that point.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you don't have to worry about concentrating on that anymore.
Oh, good.
Well, hopefully the wind will keep him pinned to the ground.
For that, he will have to. Where did I have wind wall at? When the wall appears, each creature within the area must make a strength saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Strong awareness, other gases. Wind keeps fog, smoke, and other gases at bay. Smaller flying creatures or objects can't pass through the wall. Loose, lightweight materials brought into the wall fly upward. Bolts, arrows, and other ordinary projectiles launched at the target behind the wall are deflected upwards, automatically miss. So any arrows fired at this guy right now are going to automatically miss. So
Good thing I don't use this.
Yeah, you still have your movement, Kazira, if you want to take it.
I won't become a target of opportunity by moving.
Oh, you will.
Huh. I'm just gonna stay where I am then. Hell.
Okay.
Not gonna give him an opportunity to bite me again, bastard.
And then should I just go ahead and take Pseudo Dragon out of initiative, or are you gonna kind of use him at any point?
I might use him at some point.
Okay, because his action's next.
He will
cower.
He will curl into the smallest ball possible with his head under a wing, and I will give him a little pat and send comforting thoughts of cocoa and cookies.
Okie doke. Then next up is Gabrion.
All right, I stand up, crack my knuckles.
Okay, that
reach
takes
up
half
into
your
the
movement, so.
Yep, reach in the heavens and call down a call lightning spell, kind of centered around the dragon.
There you go.
That'll be pretty shocking.
I've been waiting to see some serious spell slinging from you guys. And you do 9 points of damage. Dexterity
for half.
Saving throw.
All right,
He
let me
does
decrement.
have proficiency in dex saves, though.
Ah, damn.
So he only rolls a 13. Good God. Okay, so he takes 9 points of lightning damage. Okay. And you still have half your movement.
I am going to gonna go reaching around to the. Let's see here. I'm not gonna make
Can
it.
you get there?
No, I can't.
Well, isn't that like
Actually,
a wall?
I'm gonna move to here. Just the remainder of my movement, 15 feet, and then next round I'm gonna come creep around the corner and blast him with a couple of spells. I will maintain the call lightning and just keep zapping him round after round after round.
So that's a concentration.
Right on.
It is a concentration.
Okay.
So there's a billowing magical storm cloud kind of above us, a few dozen feet, 20 or 30 feet up, and it's just kind of broiling and lightning arcing inside of it, and it just keeps hammering the dragon every 10 seconds.
Excellent. Okay. So he's just kind of being blasted.
Yep.
Okay, so next up is Jules. Lying prone and very hurt, I'm assuming.
Yep, and poison spray.
Poison spray, let her rip.
Did.
Are you gonna stay prone?
For the moment, I'm hoping that's distraction enough that I can scooch backwards.
Con save. He rolls. Jeez, he rolls a 14. Oh my
Good.
God. So that's minus 11, and he is. Does that have a poison condition attached to it, or is it just an instant poison?
What it says is just up to 2 creatures within 5 feet. The straight damage. It says.
Okay. So there's no lingering poison effect.
Well, there's a weird thing that looks like programming jargon. So let me go to my other page. I cast that from the front page, so I'm going to come back here and.
I actually have it here in the compendium. You extend your hand toward a creature.
Extend hand towards a creature. Blah, blah, blah. Increases by when you reach 5th level. Blah blah blah, blah. So
Okay,
2d12,
It's
and it
just
looks
an
like that's
instant
what it
poison.
rolled for me.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
it's just an
lingering
instant
effect,
poison.
so.
Yeah, and
All
that's
right.
It'd
actually
be
a
awesome
cantrip,
if there was
so I can do it
lingering
1,000 times a day. But
Yeah.
all right. Now,
All
does
right.
he seem at least distracted enough I can scooch backwards without opening an attack of opportunity? It's
No,
always
he still
guesswork
does
on our
have his
part.
reaction, so if you move,
Well,
he's
fuck
gonna.
him, I'm running. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
you
running.
need to spend half your movement to stand up or become unprone.
Yeah, I
What
just
happens
went
if she crawls
around.
away?
So let me get rid of that prone icon, and then he is going to lash out at you, with a claw attack on an attack of opportunity, and rolls a 17, which unfortunately hits.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to do 9 slashing damage.
And sadly, my character sheet doesn't outline the health potion that we had. Probably because I didn't know how to do it. So I have to dig to find the box that had it in it so that I can tell you. It's the health potion that you gave us when we first started.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll still be in there. Are you going to down it?
Yo.
Okay, and
I actually had 2 of them.
I believe those were minor health potions. That is.
Well, we were only level 1 when we started, so.
Shoot. I don't have that thing attached to it anymore. I used to have a thing attached to my DM screen that had all the healing and stuff written on it. Oh, for fuck's sake, they're actually not in the compendium.
Yeah, I could never find him when I was setting him up, so I just left it off.
5e minor healing potion. Potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2.
So
roll 2d4.
I'm getting there. 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. Nice. Maximum.
Ooh.
So add 10. Pretty much just negated the attack of opportunity at least.
How bad is Jules, real quick?
About half.
Like, so is that in the realm of like 30 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, my max health is 77 and I'm at 41, so.
Ooh, okay. No, not bueno.
Next up is lair action.
Run! No!
Well, I have 1 more potion, so I might be able to pop at least another 8 on me.
5-foot radius? Yes, it is. So, here.
It's all of us.
This one will actually only attack, Thargus and Kazira. You feel a little rumble beneath your feet, and a large geyser goes off underneath where you're standing. Each creature in the geyser's area must make a dexterity saving throw. Kazira fails. Robert nails it. With his resistance from the Frostbrand, he takes no damage.
I'm sorry, Kazira. I know I'm excited. I'm like, yes, I did take no damage. And I kind of was hoping that you didn't either.
However, Kazira
That's all good, dude.
takes
Holy crap.
15 points of damage.
Oh, I thought that... It always looks worse than it is. And then you're like, oh, that's not too bad.
Ugh.
Okay, that is the lair action. Next up is Thargus.
Moving forward to hit.
Alrighty. Now you can finally do your shit.
No.
Whack him good.
Uncork a can of dwarven kick-ass and sprinkle liberally.
Yes, please, a lot.
For the glory of the realm.
All right, here's a quick question. If I do a trip attack, will that actually knock him prone?
No, he's too big for a trip attack. A trip attack only counts against let me see.
It doesn't really say. Like, it says when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to knock target down. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and if the target is large or small, or it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you knock the target prone.
Large or smaller. Yes, he is too big for a trip attack, unfortunately.
That sucks. I was so bummed for that one.
He is roughly around maybe shy of giant sized.
All right, here. We'll start off with this one.
Um, 12 is a miss, unfortunately.
Alrighty. Well, I'll go again. Yeah, never mind.
13 is a miss. All right.
I don't want to hear that anymore.
Thargus takes a couple of whiffs. You couldn't hit the broadside of a dragon.
Apparently.
Ouch. I certainly couldn't do it with a bow.
Speaking of the broadside of a dragon, guess whose turn it is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He is going to. His breath weapon didn't recharge. So he is going to fly himself up into the air about another 20 feet.
Wouldn't that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Yes, from you and Kazira.
Roll. All right, Frostbrand, do not let me down. Let us know when we can roll.
Whenever.
Did a 17 hit it?
17 does not hit.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
Now it's an armor class that's been growing for a couple hundred years, I'm guessing.
And Kazira, what's your attack?
We'll see how much armor class he has if I kick him in the nards.
Gotta get there, and I'm afraid.
Kazira?
Stephanie, did we lose you? We may have
Steph?
lost her. She was having laggy issues, so she may have.
Says she's still here.
Well, but if she DC'd, it may take it a little bit to catch
True.
up with her DCing.
Yep, she's gone.
Yeah. Okay,
She'll be right back, and she'll be saying some pretty things too.
I'll go ahead and roll one for her.
All right.
Where is Kazira? She will dagger that shit.
I shall poke it.
And rolls a 21.
Really? Come on. the point about having a frostbrand sword if I can't hit the broadside of a dragon?
Your character, dude. I didn't build it.
I'm in the same
Actually,
boat.
technically
Target.
helped me build it. You can't even say I didn't build it.
I could
didn't.
heal me, but I can't do any damage to him.
So he moved 20 feet up and 20 feet back.
Oh boy.
And Gabrian,
shit.
you see him eyeing you.
Oh boy.
And next up
Ruh-roh.
is Kazira, who is not here.
Sorry,
Oh, there
I'm
she
back.
is.
Yay.
She's
My
making it
internet goes out regularly. I apologize.
No worries. Okay, so your turn. The dragon has moved up 20 feet and back 20 feet.
And I was so going to do a touch attack because I could touch the bastard.
No touchy for you.
And now you've got a wind
That's
wall
all right. You
between
just
him
poked
and
him
you.
really strong.
Can I move the wall closer to him so he can be hit by some shit?
I don't
Yep.
believe you can move the wind wall.
No, I'd have to drop it and recast it.
Pardon me. Yeah, I don't think you can move it.
Okay.
And it lasts for the duration. I don't think you can actually drop it. So
Oh,
that
actually,
doesn't
it's a
make sense.
concentration. Yeah, it's a concentration.
Yeah. Yeah, it's concentration, so you can drop it if you want.
Okay. How far is he from me?
He is,
He moved back 20 feet.
for all intents and purposes, he's about 20. Yeah, about 20, 22, 20 to 22 feet away.
Okay. I will drop the wind wall.
Okay.
And dampen element will only affect the fire. It's not going to affect the dragon.
Yeah, it only affects the fire damage that he does.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna run forward and I'm gonna dagger that bastard.
He's about 20 feet up still, too.
Right. So that's why I'm gonna take.
Are you throwing him?
No, I'm gonna run up to him.
Yeah, but he's also 20 feet high, flying.
Oh, he went up. Oh, god damn it, bastard. Okay. Nix that. Idiot. Him and me. Okay, yeah. I can hit him with a shatter.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. Take that, bastard.
Let's see. Constitution save. He rolls a 24. So he takes 9 points of fire damage.
Better than nothing.
Or 9 points of thunder damage. Okay. And you can still move if you want.
No, I'm good where I am.
Alrighty. Then Pseudo Dragon. cuddling up.
Is still cowering, but is sending thoughts to me of sticking his tongue out at the other dragon.
All right.
So I'm chuckling evilly because that's funny.
Next up is Gabrian.
I make a swiping gesture from the heavens to the dragon, and whack-a-mole him for another 3d10 thunder damage.
Let her rip. 17.
Hello.
Then I move adjacent to Jules. Actually, I'm gonna get on this side of Jules.
We may both be really sorry.
Yeah, I know. And I throw a level 5 cure at Jules.
Hey, Sean, he rolled a natural 20 on that dex save.
Damn it.
So he takes... well, hey, it's better he spend it on this than a bite attack.
That's
True.
true.
So let's see, that's 8 points of lightning damage.
Cool. And then I cure Jules for 25 points of damage. God, that was a crappy roll. Well, then maybe not.
Still, it'll get him
Probably average.
almost up to full.
All right, 25
Sweet.
points.
Okay, so
Yep, right there.
next up is Jules.
Yep.
You feel the
it's me.
warm, radiant fuzzies of Gabrian's healing spell fill you with gloriousness.
Magic
Yes.
morphine.
25 points of health back, so you're up to 66.
Oh, thank you for that.
Of course.
Just right clicking. All right. So terrific. Thank you so much, Gabe. All right. So should also be my turn, I believe.
Yes, it is.
And he's just, hey, where did I? There it is. All right. So quiver doesn't give me, yeah. All right. Well, I'm within bow range at any rate. But am I within casting range? It looks like I am, even if you add in the 20 because I'm going at an angle.
Yeah. Oh, whoops.
And you can move and cast, and then even move back into cover too.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
well within most spells range. 30 feet.
Let's see. I'm taking a page out of Gabriel's book.
What, you're bringing them down to the ground?
Ooh, lightning bolt. Nice.
Shocking.
Oh, fuck you. Okay, now let's see. That's a dexterity save. So, dexterity save. He shit the bed. Natural 1.
Right on.
So,
Yes.
that is 22 points of lightning damage.
Sizzle, you
Nice.
glorified salamander.
He lets out, for the first time, you actually hear him kind of roar a little in pain. Just. And,
He's been
Um,
speaking to us in common, right?
yeah.
And it costs me nothing to yell back.
No.
Give us the hammer. You don't have to die.
Yeah.
We shall see. We shall see.
Next
Oh.
opportunity, I'm gonna get 101 feet away from Jules.
All right.
He's knocked
next
me
up
down. He hasn't killed me yet.
Is lair action.
Yeah, and then back on my
So,
butt I go.
This entire time, we should have been making threats against the layer and not the dragon to make the hurting stop.
Exactly.
Well, I have a feeling he's the problem, so
Let
I
me
think he just gets
see.
2 actions in different categories.
No, I'm not gonna be able to get everyone with this one, but Kazira, Jules, and Gabrian. Thargus hasn't
Yeah.
proven much
Right,
of
right.
Wait, what?
much of a threat, so he's leaving the dwarf alone.
Yet he can't hit me.
He can't manage to hit him. So.
We can't hit each other, but apparently, I've only taken damage from like random things.
Jules, Gabrielle, and Kazira, you hear this hissing sound coming from the cracks in the ground around you. This kind of green, vapid mist begins to coil up and circulate, and kind of surrounds everybody.
It looks like he just farted.
I hold my breath.
Yeah, hold my breath, and I haven't moved yet. Can I back away?
Not yet. Not until your turn. But no effect happens yet. But yeah, you
and
guys
a
are
turn
surrounded by
takes 20 seconds, right?
Well, a turn is 6 seconds. 10 turns is a full round, I should say. A full round is considered 6 seconds of simultaneous action.
Okay.
So
we're all right. We can hold our breath for the time it takes to get through this roll of action.
10 rounds is considered a minute. So next up is Thargus.
Oh, this is gonna blow up when it gets. I think this is gonna explode when it gets ignited. Yikes!
Get a bit closer.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you tell me I had damage? I forgot to fix it.
No damage yet.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, it's all good. That would. I'm trying to remember who this one is. Do you have a bow?
Does who have a bow? I didn't hear the name you said.
I'm blanking on him. I can't remember everybody's name. I think this
Jules?
is. Yeah, Jules.
That's Gab.
Jules has a bow.
All right.
I think that might be it. Do you have one also, Steph?
No, you're the only one with a bow. I have daggers and a quarterstaff and a sickle.
And keep in mind, he is still kind of hovering, flapping his wings about 20 feet high.
But she can shoot an arrow at him.
But it's not her
Yeah,
turn.
sometime after everyone else goes.
Really? I think it's her turn right now.
There you go.
You're
now
using
you
commanding.
make use of that. You take action on your turn. You can forego one of your actions and use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike. When you do so, choose a friendly creature you can see and hear it, and spend a superiority that creature can immediately use its reaction to take one weapon attack, adding the superior die to the attack's damage roll. So, Jules, roll a bow attack. Now remember, with this, you can choose you can spend a charge and choose a type of element.
Right, I'm just trying to see. Lightning seems to be not doing him very many favors, doesn't it, Sean?
No, lightning will probably hurt it. If you get to choose
I
any
can also
element, I would
do-
recommend thorium or possibly plutonium.
Plutonium works for me.
I would go plutonium.
Do I have the periodic table at my disposal, Rob, or am I looking at weather?
Oh,
Can we
shit,
use anything?
I think
Come
the
on.
stats for this bow are still on Julian. Yeah, you'll have to open up Julian's character
Well,
page
no,
for
I
it.
have the bow here.
Oh, okay.
No, what I'm asking is, it's not a. Oh, here, let me open. Oh, maybe they are. Hold on, I'm looking.
I was being facetious, but if you do
Because
happen
the
to
other
have
character
plutonium,
doesn't have
I'd
any
use it.
stats on him at all. When we tried to bring him in, nothing happened. So this is the only one I've got. What I've got is it does. What have I got? 1d8, except that I'm higher level, so it gives it more damage. Contains 6 charges and +1 to hit and damage. Blah blah blah. So it's 1d8 plus 1 elemental. But what I'm saying is, I don't have the table of elements. I have weather elements. So lightning.
Well, you can do like either fire, lightning, or radiant damage
Right.
for an extra
and I
1d4 elemental, whichever one you choose. So
Right. So we'll do. Lightning seems to be working for us. That was what I was thinking. And so hit him with that. I have to hit the button. It's not there. It goes, and there you go.
And a
And
16
then
is a miss.
lightning. Of course it is, bastard. Well, it doesn't matter then what the elemental was.
Yeah.
All right. And it
Um,
only had 6 charges.
Unfortunately. So, Thargus, you have your movement if you still want it. Or you still
I
have
did.
some of your movement.
Like,
And then it returns to just being a regular bow, correct?
No, it's those are its natural properties through the whole. It doesn't revert back to anything.
It says it has 6 charges.
Yeah, and you only used one.
I know, but when I'm done, it's just a regular
Well,
bow again.
it recharges its charges each day.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it recharges 1d6 charges each sunrise.
So it's a legit magic item, not
Yeah.
a temporary magic item.
Not one of those second edition wussy welfare green pepper magic.
all right, I'm gonna use.
Hey, we're
second
low
wind.
level. I'm lucky I got it. Not
I would
bitching.
hardly call level 10 low level.
I didn't get it at level 10.
Anyways, Thargus, what are you doing?
Second wind.
Second wind, okay.
All right.
Have you? Oh yeah, you've taken some damage. Yeah.
Didn't I take a plus because he wanted me to hit it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Commander Strike. You got it to 18. Oh shit, you hit.
Yes.
You hit. That's
Yeah.
right.
All
I
right,
forgot
so
about the
then-
superiority die. 18. You just
And
hit.
she gets 6 cold on top of that.
Oh, you rolled.
It's not
attack
showing
again.
how much damage I did.
Click the
Yeah,
elemental
just-
bow.
Yeah, there we go. Did
Ooh.
it take it?
Oh, okay. There's the damage.
And
Oh.
she also she gets 6 cold on top of that from mine.
So 9
From his? Okay.
and 4, 13 points of damage.
And 6 from Thargus.
Yeah, she gets it.
Well, that's only from your frost brand, not from her attack.
Mm,
She adds,
okay.
No,
she adds
adding
the
the
superiority die.
superiority die to the attacks damage roll.
Yeah,
But I also
she-
get. Oh, I thought it was
No,
added
you
to
didn't
her
make the
attack.
attack. She did. You're foregoing one of your attacks to give it to someone else. That's what
I
you're
thought
doing.
I got to add it on because it has
No.
6 cold there.
No, that's just because it's naturally it's in the macro that
Ah,
the
okay.
attack is attached to. The only thing we need is the number on the superiority die.
Okay.
So yeah, you do 13 points of damage
All right.
to the dragon,
Even out of turn, baby.
even out of turn. And I'm in the GM layer. How did I get in the GM layer? Okay, so
I think Roll20 is haunted. I'm just saying.
okay. Next
think
up
the app
is the
itself-
dragon.
Well, no, I still got to roll for my second wind.
Oh, what do you roll your healing? So you get 10 points back.
No, I get 20.
Oh, is it double?
Yeah, I get 10, and then I get 10 of I get my level.
Oh, okay. 10 plus your level.
Nice.
All right. So you get 10 or 20 points healing back.
Yep.
Alrighty. So now the dragon
But
is going to fly his way over y'all's heads
Oh, come on.
and land. Let me make sure that measurement's right.
Like, really? He runs away?
Yeah.
God damn it.
And land here. And flip around. Now, does he... God damn it, his breath sharp weapon doesn't recharge. Okay. He is going to take a claw bite against Kazira.
Move, little dragon.
Okay. One claw 27, that's a hit. Second claw is a 12, that's a miss. And the bite is a 28, which hits. So Roll damage on those.
Oh boy.
So the
I'm
first,
gonna attack him.
the claw attack, you receive 10 slashing damage, and the bite you receive 13 piercing plus 3 fire, so 16 there. So for a grand total of 26 points of damage.
Just a second. I'm sorry, you said 26?
Yeah. And that is going to be his turn.
And I get 2 attacks.
Oh, did you finally get the feat?
I've had Giant Killer for the whole goddamn time.
Oh,
So I'm going to attack with Giant Killer, and then I'm going to use my attack because I get to go next.
okay, so yeah, use your, now that gives you a reaction if you get attacked, right?
When a large or larger creature within 5 feet of me hits or misses me with an attack, I can use my reaction to attack that creature immediately after it's attacked, provided I can see the creature. I can see the creature who
Yes.
just freaking bit me.
Lay up on it.
I am going to dagger
I can see him.
Dagger, dagger. Dagger, dagger. 8 is a miss. 21 is a hit. Roll the damage on that second dagger for 3 piercing. Okay.
And since I go directly after the dragon, I'm just going to keep hitting the bastard.
Alrighty. Well, from here, I'm gonna say let's take one more little 5-minute break, because I gotta pee really
Okay.
quick. So
Me too. So thank you.
yeah, let's take a quick 5-minute bio, and let's not linger
All
too
right,
long
bio,
on
bio,
this one.
bio.
So I will be
Okay.
right back.
Yep.
All right. So everybody who is
I used to be kinda sane. I used to act kinda normal.
Oh, did she share again?
All right. Well, since Thargus is still a couple ways down from the in the initiative order, we'll go ahead and start.
Okay.
So, Kazira, at the starting of your turn, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw really quick.
Shoot.
You
Okay, hang on.
and you and the pseudo dragon need to make Constitution saves.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hmm.
Sorry, I have a mouthful of tuna fish cracker. Hang on.
Too easy.
Oh my God!
Oh.
If you could see the amount of face palms I'm doing right now.
Ha, ha, ha. Okay, I'm
Okay.
sorry. You need a con check.
From you
Con save?
and I'll let you do pseudo link too.
Okay, how do I do a save on the pseudo dragon? Because its sheet does not look like mine.
Yes, he has an NPC sheet. What you
Right.
would
So
do
it should work like the guys in Sean's game, right?
now, he doesn't have anything that says saves on it, so you would do straight ability saves. So just click on con on
Okay.
his character sheet.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
So
And then do mine like normal, and there we go.
you both save, so you are not poisoned.
Phew. Oh,
Yay for us.
So that's on me next.
So
We already know how well I roll votes.
go ahead and take your turn.
Okay. Woohoo!
Nice.
Who just
Steady,
shut
steady,
up?
Pokey.
Did both of those hit, or just the second one?
Let's see.
19 and 20.
Do you get 2 attacks per round?
Just got
Yeah,
two hands.
I have double-headed whatever thing.
Double-headed
Double-headed
whatever
thing.
thing.
I'm a two-fisted drinker and a two-fisted fighter.
Yeah, she's got one in each hand.
Well, you need the because you're not a fighter
wield.
or a paladin, you need a special feat.
I thought she did.
I have been doing dagger the entire game.
Dampen elements, divine, ranger archetype, fighting style. Let's see. You're a 4th level ranger. I know rangers get a second attack. Let me double check and make sure you're high enough level for that. Because otherwise you need the 2-weapon fighting feat.
Okay, so I've been doing it wrong for the entire game for like 3 years,
Yeah.
and you just now caught that.
Yeah, you need one.
It sucks he catches it now.
You're a 4th level ranger, you get extra attack at 5th level. So that's probably where I was missing it, was I thought you were at the right level, but you're not.
Natural.
Oh.
Okay, fighting style, 2-weapon fighting. When you engage in
Okay, there
2-weapon
it
fighting,
is.
you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack.
There it is. Okay. So
Because I've been doing it the whole game, like literally all of these years.
okay, so
Years.
let me.
We've been playing this game.
That's right. I added a special offhand. So that second one needs to be Wait, what happened to your
There you go.
dagger offhand attack? There. It
There.
is. Okay. The 20 hits.
Got 19 and 12.
Well, I'll just go by what's there. Either one. The 20 hits and the offhand misses. So roll damage on the main hand.
6 piercing.
6 piercing. I'm sorry about that. That's my mistake.
You call yourself a DM.
I want no lip from the peanut gallery.
Stay now.
Okay. So,
Free movement to move my my ass out of the cloud of gas
Yes.
and away from the dragon.
Go for it.
And I have to move pseudo dragon in my code.
Yeah.
Who's now snickering in my head?
You get a sense of foolishness in the back of your head. So next
My own
up,
little morale group.
next up is Gabrian.
Can I Misty Step out of the gas before I'm affected by it, or
No,
I'll
it
be
is at
affected
the
by it
it is
immediately?
at the start of your turn. So I need you to roll a con save,
Okay.
and that is a fail. Let me see. You are now incapacitated.
Okay.
You cannot take actions or reactions, but you can move.
Oh, well, then I'm going to move out of the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
It's a
cannot
gassy
take any
situation.
actions or reactions for this turn. Okay. Next up is Jules. Need a con save.
Yeah.
Dragons are a bitch, man. You
And then you
succeed.
marry one.
You succeed. So, you are not affected by the poison.
Just deciding what I want to hit him with.
Oh, Rob, my lightning bolt still goes off this round, though.
Oh, it
Should I
does?
roll real quick?
Yeah,
Yep.
roll damage really quick.
Oh, wait, one more.
So 14 and 7 is 21.
Yep.
Now, does he get a save on those, or
Yeah, all those are at all those get a save of 16 dexterity.
Dex? Okay.
Yep, 16 dex.
And he rolls a 16. So he takes
Yep.
10 points. All right. So, Jules, what's your game? Nice.
That's awesome.
And well, that's a hell of an upcast. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, well,
so,
it's costing me a greater illusion, but I don't think he'd buy it anyway. At this stage, he knows who's in here.
do you want to guess what he rolled for his save?
But
He rolled a 20.
17.
He rolled an 8.
Nice.
Yay!
Yes!
Right between the eyes.
He takes
Are we poning this guy yet?
36 points of damage. He is finally starting to look a little bloodied. And now, do you want to move out?
Yeah, kind of thinking I want to do that.
Okay. So, lair action. The mist dissipates. And now, Thargus, as your turn is about to come up, you see something kind of weird, just kind of past the dragon's tail here. Something catches your eye. You see something fly out of the darkness from the passageway here. It looks like a really, really big warhammer comes hurling head over end out of the passageway, smacks the dragon right in the butt, and then flies back towards the passage. And oh, that's the map layer. I don't want to do that. Um, a familiar face comes charging out of the darkness of the passage.
Whose face?
And charges headlong towards the dragon.
Is this who I think it is?
You should be able to see him now.
Dude, he looks familiar. But my brain is not kicking in.
You can't see the nameplate?
No,
Nope.
we can't see
No.
him. Like,
We can't see
There's
his
no
nameplate.
name.
Huh. I'm clicking show nameplate.
Welcome to the anticipation of finding out who the hidden character is, everybody.
The face appears to be Thorhelm's.
Yeah, it's Thorum, but we don't see his name. I was
And
just guessing.
as he comes charging in, you hear this blood-curdling scream, this "ah!" come from the passage as well. And a very large, imposing battle axe comes flying head over end and embeds itself in the dragon's back. And you see yet another familiar face. Come
Please let it be
charging in.
my barbarian friend.
Is this gonna be?
Now,
Yeah. This
roll
is...
roll a perception check, everybody.
Did it take it?
my eyes are still watery after the gassing.
Damn dragon is in my way.
Jules sees it. Jules, you recognize this weapon. It's Lucille.
Is it okay?
And the visage of Nogan comes charging out and leaps physically onto the dragon's back and grabs his weapon. So, I need to roll initiative for these guys. And get them into the fray here.
Did the dragon take any damage?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, so, Nogan is just howling like a madman, and Thorhelm looks at you guys and says, "We thought you could use a little help." And
Right on, right on.
now the lair action. Thargus and
Your action
Kazira.
was the stuff dissipating.
No, that just goes away. A new lair action takes its place.
Okay.
Another tremor shakes the ground beneath everyone's feet. I need everyone to roll a dexterity save.
Oh, back down I go.
Jules.
Okay, so Kazira saves. Gabrian saves. Nogan fails bad. Thorhelm, however, saves. And Thargus does not save. So, anyone who did not save is knocked prone.
Now, is there a symbol I can put on me, or do you have to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
So, prone.
Well, I'm just gonna stand up, so don't even bother putting it up.
Yeah, you're just gonna stand up. Nogan, unfortunately, is knocked off the dragon's back.
Oh, good. That way I'm not going to hit him with lightning.
And knocked prone. Kazira saved. Okay, I think that's everybody. So next up is Thargus. You need to
I'm
spend
standing up.
half your movement to stand up.
I'm still standing.
Yep.
Y'all can just call me Elton from now
There
on.
we go. And
Get him right in the snout.
didn't quite move where I wanted to go, but I could still hit him. I still wish I could do that trip attack.
Nice. 21 is a hit. You finally got one in, Thargus.
No kidding.
For 14 points of damage. Second attack. And 18 is a hit.
Yeah. Saying I'm not worth it.
9 points of damage.
Yes.
All right.
Feel the frost.
That, I believe, is your turn. Next up
Yar.
is the dragon. Come on, give me some love. There it is. There it is.
Wait, what does that mean?
What? You said you rolled a 3.
Do we hear a click inside the dragon and a kind of whirling sound like it's getting ready to breathe again?
You definitely hear a shotgun pump.
Uh-oh.
So I need to do this.
Oh.
So let's see who is caught in the blast. Thargus, Kazira, and well, he's wrapped in your jacket, so he'll be protected. So I need Thargus and Kazira to roll dexterity saving throws. Thargus, you're already resistant, so you're automatically taking half.
I don't suppose there's any kind of heroic moment where he's just staying there with his sword, kind of pushing the flames back and preventing others from being immolated, is there?
No, unfortunately not.
So does 19 save me from taking no damage?
19 saves, so you take no damage.
Yes!
Unfortunately, Kazira, you're gonna get hammered. Kazira takes 55 points of fire damage.
Holy crap!
What does dampen element do against that?
You can use your reaction to give yourself resistance, which would give you half damage.
Okay.
So
I
you would
clicked
take
it, but
Okay.
it's not showing up anywhere, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know you have it, so you will take 22 points of damage instead.
Okay.
Kazira is hurting.
Yeah, she's gonna need.
Kazira's hurting pretty bad.
I have beads of healing.
Oh, since he missed me, I gotta double check something with riposte. It wasn't a melee attack.
No, unfortunately not.
I have to wait for my turn to do the healing bead thing.
And then Thargus, you're going to get all 3 bite and claw attacks.
Okay.
Whoops. I rolled that one wrong. So a 27 for the bite is a hit. One claw is a 12, that's a miss. And the second claw is a 22, which is a hit. So,
All right. So for the miss,
bite and claw attack. You take, for the bite, you take 20 piercing plus 6 fire and 11 slashing from the claw attack. So 37 total damage.
but don't I have fire resistance?
Yes, so you take 3, so 24 points of damage. Or 34
All right,
points
and I did
of damage.
riposte on him.
Riposte. That's a hit. Roll damage.
Is it minus 23? That's how
Minus-
much damage? I took 23 damage?
33.
Oh.
You only take half of the 6 fire damage, so it's 23 plus 11, so 34. 34 points of damage. 5 cold, 13 and 5, so 23 points from the riposte. Very nicely done. Okay.
Not to miss with me.
Next up is Thorhelm. Thorhelm is going to Thorhelm is going to maybe do this. Thorhelm is going to use Divine Smite. No, he is not. What he is going to do is he is going to cast. Is that a touch? Yeah, it's a touch. So he is going to. Why do I not have that? Where is that? Give me 1 sec, guys. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, come on. It's gonna do this to me. Working on it. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay. He is going to cast this on Kazira.
What?
Come on. Why did it not do it?
It just comes up blank, and I'm like, what did you just
Yeah.
cast?
That's what I'm getting. It's coming up blank for me, too.
I was all pumped to be able to read this big thing, and then I'm like, nothing.
Huh.
And I was like, yes, Kazira's going to be saved.
Okay, I may have to do this manually. So, well, what's a spellcasting modifier? God, I hate it when it does this to me. Spellcasting modifier is 16. So, and he is going to cast that at 3rd level. So, there's my roller. 3 d4 plus 16. He's going to cast Healing Word. So Kazira gets 24 hit points back.
Golly, thank you.
I don't know why that's not. I wonder if that helps. Yeah, that made it work. Okay. So, okay. Anyway, that is Thorhelm's turn. Or no, he gets a second attack. So he is, or no, he didn't use his first attack to attack. So now it's Nogan's turn. Nogan is once again going to hop on this thing's back. So I'm going to do an acrobatics check for him really quick. And that's an 18. So with a scream, Nogan jumps up onto the dragon's back, scampering up its tail and leaping up, and with a burst, a flurry, you see him whack at the dragon with Lucille 3 times. And that's gonna do 30 points of damage. Oh no. All right. He's just flurrying, just whack, whack, whack with Lucille right into this dragon's back. Next up is Kazira. I can take
Okay.
prone off of him.
Oh, that didn't go very far.
Yeah, that didn't hit. You summon Spirit Guardians. Let
Yeah,
me remember what that
didn't
is.
do shit.
But I believe they stick around. Spirit Guardians is a concentration up to 10 minutes. Call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around you to a distance of 15 feet.
Hey.
When you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you see affected by the creature that's found in the area. Creature takes 3d8. Okay. Alright. So what form do your Spirit Guardians take?
Vicious raptors.
Little pseudo dragons.
Nice.
Yeah, little pseudo dragon.
All right. So you still have your movement.
I'm good where I am.
Okie doke. Next up is Gabs.
All right. I am going to do the Gabriel equivalent of using a bazooka on the dragon.
You're gonna fart in his general direction?
Something similar. So I'm gonna take up a firing position right here. Aim at the dragon's haunches, and cut loose with the Ring of the Ram 3 charges for 6d10 damage.
Nice.
Oh, but not with that roll. Ah.
No, unfortunately
So-
not.
It's really out to get us, isn't it, Sean?
Yeah, I love it how he built it up and then just that.
So the spectral ram
not this
goes
way.
flying across the battlefield. Did I actually connect with anything solid like a rock or a pillar or anything like that?
Give him something.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, good. And really quick, if I use Call Lightning, am I in danger of electrocuting the crazy person on top of the dragon?
No, you can pretty much direct the damage.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to aim for the snout of the dragon. And that's a DC. Why do I keep doing that?
I don't know.
All right. So, save
DC
16. Yep. Dex 16 for half.
He rolled a 2.
Nice.
So
He's getting tired.
He takes 18 points of lightning damage. And howls in rage. He's starting to eye the exits here. He's starting to look around for any kind of escape he might be able to get. Now, How did the pseudo dragon get so far down?
He always
Dragon's
had a
right
7.
next to me.
He always had a 7. He did.
Yeah, he's
She
always
always
had
had a 7.
Oh,
She just
okay.
when she's
Oh.
saving, she saves at the same time as Stephanie.
So next up, do you want
You put the new guys in there.
Are we
Got
emboldening
pseudo
her?
dragon kicking the butt.
do you want Pseudo Link to do anything?
No, pseudo dragon is fine where pseudo dragon is.
Okay, then Jules, you're up.
All right.
We
Well,
know each other
so
well enough yet to do attack.
first I'm going to stand up and move like, I don't know, 10 feet.
Yeah.
And in an effort not to damage anyone on his back, I suppose we will
It is
do
crazy.
this again. A little less catastrophic this time, but still.
DC 17, dexterity save. He rolls a 17 exactly. So
Bastard.
he takes
Half
12.
13. Or yeah, if you round down, then it's 12.
All right. So next up is lair action.
Bro, no. I attempt to talk the layer into joining our side, so it might be spared.
You fail.
Oh,
Um,
I'll shout to him. It's not too late to give us what we came for.
next.
Are you saying it to the dragon or the layer?
Yeah.
Both.
Above.
Poof.
Oh, you
The
bastard.
mist begins to curl and creep back around and ooze out from the
Mm.
Mother!
from the cracks in the ground. And Thargus, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Dwarves like immune to poison and alcohol and.
They have resistance to it.
Oh, okay.
Constitution saving throw.
They have resistance to poison damage, but this isn't really a damaging poison.
Oh, okay.
I think I might have made it.
You made it. So you are
Nicely
unaffected by the
done.
poison. Or no, they get advantage on poison saves.
Seriously,
against
my
poison,
uncle does more damage after he drinks elven wine. Come on.
So, roll your attacks, Thargus. That is a hit. And he takes 12 cold damage. Or 12 damage.
It's all done by the hand sword, so it's all.
Hey Thargus, how do you want to do this?
Yes.
Describe to me how you finish this dragon off.
Do you want to kill it or make it my bitch?
You already did the damage, so
Oh, okay. Well, I'll bring my sword down right against its neck, slicing it right open, and chopping the head off till it's officially off.
nice. Thargus digs his frostbrand deep into this thing's neck. With what little that's left of its windpipe, it howls one last time, blood and ichor spraying from its mouth as Thargus just kind of slides underneath and continues the upstroke around the opposite side, basically severing this dragon's head almost completely at the spine. And
I told him not to lose his head over things.
and the beast
Are we out of
collapses.
initiative?
Mounted above our
The
gates.
beast collapses in a red, bloody mess.
Are we out of initiative?
We are out of initiative.
there's coughing and wheezing and lots of complaining about things. I like the big death mark on a dragon.
We got treasure. We got a dragon. Man, this is like money galore in this room.
You do have a keep to upkeep.
Who has the bag of holding?
Sadly, she is no longer with us.
Gabriel has a bag of holding.
Oh, do you have it?
Oh yeah.
Start
In
begging
fact,
that gold.
In fact, there should be plenty of room in it right now. I lost my ladder a few rooms back, so
I'm gonna search the pile of maybe treasure to see if there's anything real in it, and see if the hammer is in there.
No, the hammer's over in the middle.
Are
of
you
the
sure?
room.
It really
I'm
is
going
over
back-
there. That
I
wasn't
want
a
the
trap.
hammer. I'm going after the hammer again.
Okay.
Now, as this dragon breathes its last,
it curses
Oh.
us.
you
Versus
notice
schmerces.
this flame around the hammer begin to flicker and sputter until it finally just collapses.
Go
Oh,
Thargus.
for the
So it really
Go
was
Thargus.
a trap. It just wasn't also an illusion.
But you now have to get back across the lava again.
Okay, you want to do what you did last time, Gabriel?
One,
Actually,
two,
at this
three.
point, I'm just gonna, as I'm coughing a little bit, and because I really can't focus, I just cast a fly spell on him and continue hacking and wheezing like an old man.
Okay, so
I'm flying.
You fly on over, and you now have full access to the hammer.
I am grabbing that hammer.
You pick it up. It's fairly lightweight in your hand. Feels somewhat warm to the touch, but you know it's not anything you can't handle. You now are in possession of the Hammer Goltan.
Yes.
All hail Thargus.
It's hammer time.
Mm-hmm.
So, Thargus,
That MC Thargus.
you now have that in your journal. Next up, why are these not closing?
Oh, I think the dwarf and whatever the furry barbarian thing is for coming to our aid. I've never met them, so I introduced
Yeah,
myself.
he's never met them.
Yeah, you did.
Did
Nogan,
Gabriel meet him?
So that's what the hammer looks like, everybody who's watching.
Thorhelm is the Thorhelm. You met him a couple of times in Belanost.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Nogan,
okay.
we met at the bar.
Yeah, Nogan was at the inn in Gamlet.
Oh my gosh, he was the
Renting rooms from
bartender.
him.
Yeah,
He was the innkeeper and Lucille.
yeah.
I look at him as like, why did you come out of retirement? And why are you two here?
But
He-
thank
I
you.
say incredulously.
Well, Thorhelm kind of steps in and says, "Well, that's actually kind of a long story. The thing is, King Kurgan sent me to Three Hammer Keep to check up on you. Hadn't heard from you in a while. You weren't there.
You've been
Your-
sort of busy.
Your butler guy, he kind of told me where you'd gone off to, so I just kind of followed the trail. When I got to Gamlet, I noticed what had happened there with the whole fire giant and everything. They told me about what you'd done for them. I happened to run into Nogan as I was doing my questioning, and he offered to come along and help. And
Nice.
it didn't take much to figure out where you had gone from there.
Oh.
So, and Nogan's like, yeah, it really was that easy. Besides, how could I pass up a chance to go fight a dragon for Pete's sake?
I'm making 6 piles of coins as we're speaking.
And back to that.
And so I just kind of like rub my beard and say, wow, we must really mind the trail of destruction we leave behind us.
you do
lest we are
leave a
found
pretty-
out.
You do leave a pretty big footprint, lad.
Evil
So-
must be
and-
vanquished.
It's
And-
not like we're hiding anything.
Well, and
No,
as
yeah.
we're walking around as I walk around the pillar, I'm actually going to cast the Detect Thoughts while I'm walking around the pillar to the pile of treasure. And I'm going to observe them. Well, I can't do anything really deep without breaking the spell. I just want to make sure none of these guys are circle agents.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or
while the
imposters.
conversations are going on, I'm just going to listen in and observe.
You actually get something kind of weird. In Thorhelm's mind, you're hearing things like, "Damn, the lad's grown, and I can't believe how big he's got." In Nogan's mind, you're hearing, "Oh, Lucille, it's so good to have you back in me hands."
Okay, he's fine.
It's they're pretty kosher.
I was
Okay.
thinking he was going to be singing in his head. That would have been hilarious.
But Thorhelm's comments seem to be directed at Thargus, the new.
No, at Nogan. At Nogan.
Oh, at Nogan. Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Anyway,
Okay,
the
I'll
loot,
make mental note of that.
the loot that keeps getting alluded to. Ha 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 ha.
Eluded
God.
you?
Now it's my turn, asshole. Okay.
I'm still making 6 piles.
We have a grand total of, and unfortunately, you're probably not going to be able to get all of this out.
I will
That's
dump
why I'm
my
splitting
bag
into
of
6
holding.
piles.
God, I don't even remember what's in the bag of holding. There are a grand total of 14K in gold pieces,
Ah.
130 platinum pieces,
130 or 130K, just 130.
130 platinum, 14K in gold.
Mm-hmm.
There are roughly 3 semi-salvageable pieces of random art that you figure could be worth maybe 250 gold. Like a jade statuette, some stuff like that. There is a staff, a dagger, a tome or a book of some kind,
I will pick that up and take a look at it.
and a
I'm
set
looking at the
of
dagger.
leather armor.
I got the hammer. You guys can have the rest of the gear because I can't use any of it.
Alright.
I'm looking at the dagger, and I want to do a detect magic. Only I don't know what the hell that is now.
The
Perception?
on the dagger, or
Yeah.
well, actually, detect magic is a radius, I believe.
Oh, so I'll radius the pile.
So, the staff, the dagger, and the leather armor all give off a magical energy, as well as the tome
Wouldn't know my
Gives
own
off-
ass if it bit me.
gives off a manual energy as well.
I got
or
15.
magic.
I look towards Julian and ask if he knows identify.
Now, what are you trying to percept here?
I actually accidentally clicked it, but I thought
Oh.
it was funny, so I left
Well,
it.
I'm talking
I was
about
like, he would
Stephanie,
know
too.
his own ass. Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Stephanie too.
I'm looking.
I wanted to do, what the hell is this shit?
Oh, you'd need an identify spell for that.
Yeah, and I'm
Oh.
looking to see if I've got it because I thought I did, but I might not.
You do.
I
have-
do.
Yeah, you should, because you got it in that spell book you got way back at the library.
Yeah, we both have identify as far as I
Yeah.
can tell. So
That's
Okay.
it.
we can
I
split
just
the
have
items
to
up.
see if
And...
it's something I can cast.
Okay, so who wants
It's not
to,
in my castable list on the front page,
Yeah.
so I don't know how to cast it.
Who wants
How do I
to,
cast it, Rob?
It's just an instantaneous casting.
Oh, okay, so I don't need to. Okay.
Well, the
That's why
casting
it-
time is
okay.
1 minute, but you're out of duration or out of initiative, so that really doesn't matter. But it's instantaneous for one object. So who wants
Yeah, I'm
to?
holding the tome.
You want to identify the tome?
Hmm.
This is a manual of clay golems.
Ooh.
Like without
us
thinking.
begin.
Oh, Gabrian's too far away. Damn it.
Oh, I'll wander on up.
Without
Jeff.
thinking, the book is just gonna bounce into his chest. Bonk. The last thing a secret necromancer needs is more shit. He's gonna trust you with that.
Aw. Well, thank you. What is it?
This is a manual of creating golems.
Clay golems.
Clay golems.
So you prefer iron.
I know you prefer
Yes.
iron, but you got.
And then
clay.
I'm gonna
When
go
it gets
back
really hard, it becomes a very
and
big
cast it again
It'll hurt a
on
lot.
the staff.
1 sec. I'm gonna put this into Gabrian's journal really quick.
Cool.
There you go.
Okay, so Tome of I'm writing it in here so that we have it in our chat. Tome of Clay Golems.
And who wants to identify the staff?
I said I was going to just go ahead and cast it again, so it'll be another minute
Okay.
that I'm identifying everything. And what else did we get magic from, Stephanie?
The
You
dagger.
also the dagger. Okay, so I'll find out for that for you next.
The staff.
Or Gabrian
No
can,
worries.
because Gabrian can identify.
The staff.
Oh, I do. If you need help.
Yeah, then it's 2 items in 1 minute instead of
Yeah.
staff is.
The staff is a staff of frost.
Well, that would have been handy 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Sure the hell
No
would.
kidding.
I
should have looted first.
I'm
and
gonna
killed
wait
later.
and see. Can you use staves, Stephanie?
I can use a quarterstaff.
Is this more like a magic staff or is this more like a quarterstaff, Rob?
Um,
What are we looking?
The staff of frost is requires attunement by a druid, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard.
Yep.
Okay, so
not me.
Gabrion or myself. Okay.
You have
Then the armor.
You have 1 sec. You have resistance to cold damage while you hold this staff. The staff has 10 charges while holding it. You can use an action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast one of the following spells, using your spell DC: Cone of Cold, Fog Cloud, Ice Storm, Wall of Ice, for different charges respectively. The staff regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff turns to water and is destroyed.
Ah, okay.
So it can't.
So yeah,
charge.
that'll be between
It's
me and
charges.
Gabrion to figure out.
Okay.
I don't currently have, I don't think, a magical staff. I don't see one. But I do have. Oh, maybe I do. I have a quarterstaff of +1 spell focus. All right, but anyway, now we've got daggers and leather armor to identify.
So the dagger is just a dagger +3.
And the leather armor now does.
The leather armor is leather armor +2.
Now, I wear like pretty much cloth.
Yeah.
I think we decided he had a leather vest, some kind of hardened stuff, but it's not. It's nothing to the extent of leather armor. But what does Kazira wear?
I have masterwork leather armor, which I inherited from the mystery boyfriend of my grandmother.
All right, so
That should
if
be an
this
upgrade.
isn't a
So
plus,
you
we
have it.
can.
You
yeah.
have it. You
No,
take
no,
that.
no. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't wear it.
Oh.
So if this is an upgrade for you, this may be something that you may want to have. Spend some of your new money and have a leather worker at least embolden what you're currently wearing. All right,
Yeah.
so we have a tome of clay golems that was just given to Gabrion. The staff, either Gabrion or I can use. The dagger +3. I think the only person here who can use it is Kazira. So do we say we gave it to her even if she sells
Oh.
it?
Yeah.
Wait, she wants to sell it?
No.
No,
my-
even
my,
if she chooses to sell it. So.
my offhand dagger is only a +2.
Oh, see,
So-
there you go.
I will keep that dagger. Thank you very much,
There you go.
ladies and gentlemen.
And then the leather
And-
armor, same story to me. It's a magic item that does absolutely no good for me.
I will
Nothing does
keep
to
the
me.
leather if I've got room to carry it, because if it's better than the armor I've got, then that's an upgrade for me.
All right, so
Right.
then Gabrion and I can figure out the staff, but now we also have to figure out how do we break down all of this shit to carry. Because she's separating it into 6, but what's the weight on gold and platinum, Rob?
That is a good question.
I say we skin the dragon and make a sledge out of his hide.
I agree.
I was going to go and check in for magic items and components that I might need, because
And
I
I'm gonna-
had a
yeah, I'm
spicy
gonna
scales.
gather-
Scales will be really good.
I'm gonna stuff
Well-
scales in my pocket and shit.
That's what I'm doing.
Gathering scales, and I still think that the head of that dragon would look real nice on our gate.
That's why I cut off the head.
Right on, right on.
I'll get
I was already thinking
Tensor's
ahead.
floating
That's
disc
exactly- I was looking
Yeah, I
at
wanna
it like
check
a
his
dragon's head
person.
on our
Yeah.
entrance. To sit
So-
there.
Back home, I'm having a cloak made out of the white dragon. So if
Okay,
someone wants
so-
to use that skin
Bobbert.
to make things,
Okay,
I
roughly.
want to check that dragon because of that spidey sense that was going on
Yeah.
for me. I'm just
Uh,
kind of picking over any signs that it was him, or is there still something else?
Yeah. First and foremost, roughly 50 coins weigh 1 pound.
Well,
So-
we're putting on the floating disc.
All right,
That
so
means it
let me do
weighs
some quick
28
math.
pounds just for gold.
yeah,
You get
so
about
that's
5,000 coins on Tensor's disc in one round, in one go.
5, 6. And I think the disc can carry dragon parts. I'm just doing the math here. So then, what did you say? 50 coins is 1 pound?
Yeah.
I have now equally divided the pile of coins into 6 piles.
Okay, so we each can carry 46 pounds of gold, which is what 6 divides down to. And that is, so see here, times 50, which is 2,333 gold each. Equals 46.6 pounds. And then we had 130 platinum. I'm going to say that's probably pretty simple to break down between us once we've got 46 pounds. What's 4 more for good measure? So looks like between the 6 of us, it's 50 pounds plus whatever else we pick up
then
and whatever
parts
we're
from the
already
dragon.
carrying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the disc definitely will be useful
And-
for.
And it is a ritual spell, so Julian or Jules can actually cast that spell as well, and we can have both. We can have 2 floating discs.
And we can put all
Do
the
I
dragon
have it?
scales and other stuff on the other one.
But do I know that spell?
No, you don't. Oh, that I don't know.
What is it called?
Tensor's floating disc. I actually put it in chat.
Now,
Yeah, I
really
don't
quick,
think I do.
who took the leather armor?
I do.
Ruth.
No, I do not believe I know it. Yes, Rob?
No, Kaz. No, Kaz did. Sorry. Wrong.
Yes, sorry, you're hearing my voice, and so it's sticking that I did it. But
Yeah, I know,
that's
it's
because
like,
I'm typing
wait,
it
no,
into the
no.
chat. Yeah. So, all right. So, and then it was 180. It was 180 platinum. Divided by 6 is 30 each, right? So 30 platinum each. All right, and then and the tome. All right, now I honestly, do you already have a magic item that you're using for casting, Sean?
I have the Ring of the Ram, so I actually have some magic items. You could definitely have the staff.
Well, no, that's why I'm wondering. Because I have a quarterstaff of +1 what? +1 spell focus. I use the bow more than I use a staff,
Okay.
and it's already written into my character's story that staff has importance of another type, and so there's something else going on with it for him. So
Okay. Well, I can take
and
the
so
staff. Do you want
yeah.
the tome of Golem?
Now, is this like just a manual on how to create it, or is it the actual spell, Rob?
It's a manual on how to create it, and we need to actually probably get together. We need to raise like 65,000 gold before we could even attempt to create one. So this is not like we have a way to summon one.
I'm gonna trust you with it. The last time just yesterday when we were talking, it was pretty clear that Julian's feeling very raw about certain types of magic. And so the only reason that you were entrusted with that is that he doesn't believe that you're going to just turn around and make golems.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't want possession of that right now.
Okay.
And as far as the staff goes, honestly, I'm okay with you having that. Like it as a player and as a character, I don't believe that he's losing anything by letting you pick up.
Okay.
And so if it benefits you, otherwise sell it, or maybe put it in. When we get back, we can put it in the keep and save it in case one of us needs it later. But yeah, I would. Yeah.
I'll hold on to the staff.
Always a good thing for the library.
And actually, yeah, the manual of clay golems could go to the library, and once we muster up the money, we could actually use the golem as a guard for the keep too.
For the keep? Yeah. That's kind of what I'm. Yeah. So we're each responsible for 2,333 gold and 30 platinum. There's 3 pieces of art and a bunch of dragon parts on the disc, but we do only have.
We can cover all that in the next session. It is now 4:00, so
awesome.
Awesome job, guys. Kazira, I put the leather and the dagger into your inventory, so they should be good to go there. And Gabrian, you got the staff of cold or staff of frost?
Yes, I'll take it.
Okay, then I will put that into your inventory.
Cool beans. Thank you.
And next time we meet, you can teach me how to make the stuff in my inventory into stuff that I'm using. Yes.
Yeah.
It should. Your leather +2 is already equipped, and the dagger +3 is already equipped and ready to go.
Okay.
And I have the hammer.
Still says offhand is a +2. We'll figure it out next time.
Yeah, I'll figure that out in the interim. But until then,
okay,
Sean,
I got it. It's in there. I'm
Okay.
just an idiot.
the
We're all good.
staff of frost is in there.
I didn't see it. Let me reload real quick.
Wow, you've got a hell of a lot of shit.
Yeah, he does. And he's honest about it. He
Yeah.
always puts it in there. Alrighty. I love you guys. I'm going to go.
All right. Thank you
Thanks,
much,
guys. See you next time.
Thank you, guys.
When is next time?
Oh, next time will be the 27th.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
See you then.
So mark your calendars. Thank you, everybody. Good job. I will see you
Thank you,
then.
Rob, very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
See y'all
Bye.
later.
Bye.